All right. What is good, everyone? What is good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome to the stream. JOJO Friday. Oh my gosh, I've been so busy today. I literally woke up super early in the morning. I've been busy all day today, running errands and doing all sorts of stuff and being all over the place and editing a video and taking care of my boy. But I am here. I am locked in. I am ready to go. We show up to work every single day. Let's go. But yeah, guys, we got to talk about what's going on here. The Steam Decker crash out is upon us. The Steam Deck crash out is here. I have never seen so many people make excuses. Like, this is worse than I've ever seen. This is how I know when it comes to Steam Deckers that all of it was a mirage. All of this pro-consumer stuff and all this was a complete mirage. A lot of these people are absolutely insane. Like, and it's funny to hear the damage control, the stuff that they said for many years was the problem with Microsoft, or sorry, the problem with Sony and Nintendo, and to a degree Microsoft, only for them to sit back and say, oh, well, it's not that big of a deal. While their systems burn, crash, and burn. While the Steam Deck flops uncontrollably, flops like a piece of paper in the wind. In Chicago, chaos in Windy City, Michael Jordan, 1998. Just flopping around, floundering, and pretty much extinct. And I think that's really why the crash out is happening. They know their system's done. I mean, they've been fed nonsense from fake content creators that the Steam Deck's doing good, but now the reality is setting in that this is a flop of a system. You gotta call it like you see it, and it's a flop of a system, and it's gonna sell even worse. And I think the reality of that setting in. The people who were hell-bent on this system essentially trying to usurp Nintendo Switch 2. That's why you saw so much fake news and fake articles, and a lot of the biggest Steam or PC content creators were very anti-Switch 2, spreading fake information, is because they desperately hoped and prayed that the Steam Deck could, because like I said, for their own crazy reasons, the Steam Deck would just basically, you know, make Nintendo irrelevant or something. I don't know. They were hoping for another Wii U situation, and that ended up not being the case. The Steam Deck ended up being a Wii U on steroids, like, because it's even worse than the Wii U sales wise. It's even doing worse. The Wii U never got this bad, so I think that's the problem. That's the problem there. But we're going to talk about that and so much more. Let's go and get into the shout outs. Then we'll kind of get everything going here. Yeah, Fable got delayed again. Yeah, we talked about that yesterday. But yeah, I think it was a good delay because it was probably going to launch in November, and that is GTA time. What's up, Dior? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? What's up, Justin? Says I've been wanting to replay Rayman Origins. Nice. What's up, David V in the house? Valve fanboys rush to the defense of their beloved billionaire Lord Gaben after the Sweeney attack while they are living off $75K a year before the tax. I mean, hey, look, depending on where you live, 75 is not bad, but yeah, that's definitely nowhere near what Sweeney and what Gaben makes. Let's just shout out to Mai with the subscription. Thank you so much, Mai. Appreciate that. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village. Shout outs to Spurs here in the chat as well. What's up, Spurs 101? Staymar, what's up, Staymar? What's up, Dale Carney? What's good? General Zamora is here. What's up, General Zamora? Leaf Storm says the Xbox fanboys are also crashing out. They learned that they still won't be having exclusives. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, Xbox guys crashing out as well too. Definitely some crash outs there. I mean, but I think that's more. The Xbox crash out is more warranted than the Steam Decker crash out. You know, in my opinion at least. Hey, what's up, Ego? What's up, Rags? The richest. Hey, what's up? What's up, baby? Let's see here. Oh, it's Friday and the boys crashing out. We about to get some trolls. Hey, look, man, we all good. I'm here to tell you guys the truth. Trolls can be trolls. They just get banned if they want to be a troll. Let's see here. Alvin says I'm finally on time. Yo, let's go. You're finally on time. We out here. We out here today. Let's go. We out here today. All right. Let's see here. Epic Globster. What's up, Epic Globster? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Leaf Storm? Just watched RG. Yeah, what did RGT say? I didn't get a chance to watch this video today. So what did he say? I didn't know he made a video on Steam Deckers. My video is coming probably Saturday, at some point Saturday. I don't know if it's going to be morning or afternoon, but my video on Steam Deck, the Steam Deck situation, is coming on Saturday, probably tomorrow. Let's see here. Monado says day 2 of Steam Deck price hike apocalypse. LOL. The same Steam Deck fanboys still okay? They're not okay. Now they're moving the goalpost to, oh well, you don't need the Steam Deck to access Steam and Valve's situation. It's like, yeah, that's not the point. You know, that's not the point, because a lot of you guys were positioning the Steam Deck as a true competitor to the consoles, as a true competitor to, you know, to the PS Portal or to the Switch 2 or to other PC handhelds. So no, that's not the point. Yo, Testament, thank you for this follow over there on Twitch. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Fire Nation. Let's see. What's up, Johnny? Welcome, man. How you doing today? General Zamora, what's good? Daniel Z, what's up, man? D Money. CEO of Greatness says, we in this female dog. We in this. I got you. We in this beat. Steam Deck mental gymnastics. Yeah, a lot of Steam Deck mental gymnastics going on right now, which is funny. I'm going to read off some of them that I've seen. I've quote tweeted a couple that I thought, not quote tweeted, I've actually bookmarked a couple that I thought were pretty funny. So we're going to go over some of those. Kinesis, what's up, Kinesis? Welcome. Steam, yeah, we got to call them Steam Deckers. Yo, J Will Presents, thank you for the 37 months. 37, baby. 37 months of the membership. I appreciate that, fam. Let's go. Twitter's wild right now. LOL, I'm just gaming and these fanboys are losing their minds. Yeah, they're getting kind of, I mean, listen, I'm not even going to just say everybody's fanboys. I'm just going to call them Steam Deckers. These hardcore Steam Deck guys. And like I said, to me, the reason why I'm talking about this, and probably why I won't shut up about it, y'all will probably get tired of me, is because I said the smugness, man. Like the smugness, the arrogance, and I even saw some clips of the people that are hardcore Steam Deckers. They never apologize to their audience for being wronged, for pushing misinformation, for not preparing them for what was going to happen. They never apologized. All they did, they called out Gaben, but they made kind of half-assed, excuse my language, but half-bootied remarks, as in, oh, well, it's like AI, and like all of a sudden they want to have nuanced conversations, but they never actually apologized and said, hey guys, my bad for leading you guys astray. My bad for not preparing you for what could happen. My bad for misrepresenting the situation. They never apologized, so it was just basically blaming Gaben, and that's fine, you can blame them. But for a lot of these hardcore Steam Deck guys that made videos, you know, so they wouldn't be called out, right? They had nothing to say on Twitter. You know, usually when usually when Sony or Nintendo has a price increase, they'll go on tirades on Twitter. They'll quote tweet other people. They'll, you know, say, oh, they'll make the memes of like the shotgun to the face type of thing that, you know, with Nintendo and other, they'll do all that. But yesterday they were quiet. They weren't doing that. They weren't antagonizing. They weren't quote tweeting people. They weren't doing all that when it comes down to it, because it's their favorite piece of plastic. You know what I'm saying? They weren't doing all that because they've been perpetuating the lies that Steam and Valve are this holier than thou company that is immune to any types of criticism or any types of price increases or any types of anything. When Valve already increased the price of the Steam Deck, because yes, it got a price increase because they got rid of the $400 model, and if you wanted a new Steam Deck, the options for new were only 2 other models that were $150 to $250 more expensive. That is a price increase. That is a price increase. Sorry, that's a price increase. So, a lot of them did not apologize to their audience for lying to them or misleading or misrepresenting the situation for years now, for a year plus now, basically making it seem as if Valve has no potential, has no reason to worry about price increases or anything. They are just built better. They are just built different. Gaben's just the greatest thing ever since sliced bread, and how he will never do anything like evil Nintendo and evil Sony, you know? So I think that I would have liked to see that more, them apologize to their audience. But once again, that's the narcissist in them. That's a narcissistic behavior from these people. When I'm wrong, I apologize to my audience. If I'm wrong, I say, hey guys, I'm sorry. Here's what I'm going to do to be better. Like the whole Tears of the Kingdom sales thing I messed up on. I said, here's what I'm going to do. I'm sorry about that. Here's what I'm going to do to be better. Same thing with the Dragon Quest Monsters situation. In any other situation, Wii U situation, Switch 1 situation, I'll apologize to the audience for leading you guys astray. A lot of these guys didn't do that. They didn't do that. Definitely narcissistic. Definitely narcissistic. Let's see here. I hear already people say, now, yeah, it's just a handheld console, the same persons who glazed it. And that's what I'm saying, boo-boo. They were glazing it beforehand and saying all this type of stuff like, oh, it's a better buy. It's a better buy because it's cheaper. It's this, it's that. And then now it's like, oh, well, let me just move the goalpost. You know what I'm saying? Now, to some of their credit, some people are actually coming out and being honest and saying, yeah, it's not worth it at that price. Some hardcore Steam guys. But there's definitely enough for me to say, okay, there are some schizos out there that are not realizing the situation, you know? Should have held on to your Steam Deck. You would have made a profit. Yeah, I probably would have made a little bit more off of it. I mean, it's now 700 and like my model is 700 and something, so I would have made maybe about $100 more than I made or something like that. So, I mean, to be honest, guys, I'll keep it a buck. It doesn't even really matter. I mean, the difference doesn't even really matter to me at this point. Like, if I really wanted that difference, I can work an extra day. I can work an extra day that I usually take off, and I can make up that difference. I can do a couple videos, and I got that. So to me, I don't have a problem working and making up that. So it's not really a big deal to me, to be honest. Let me get some more comments here. According to the PC Steam fanboys, they pretend that they never said Steam Deck is a competitor to Switch 1 and Switch 2. LOL, now Steam Deck is the PC market apparently. I know, seriously, but even in the PC handheld market, it's still somewhat like bad priced, especially compared to the ROG Ally. To a degree, you know. Let's see here. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Barkster? Shoutouts, man. Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? If I haven't said what up to you, make sure you say what up. Like, what kind of crazy map Steam Deckers using? It doesn't even make sense. Yeah, like I said, that's what I'm saying. They're crashing out because like they're not used to this, right? They're not used to seeing Valve in such negative light, you know. And I think, like I said, the facade, the fake facade of this king, this messiah that they've propped up to be the ultimate epitome of consumer friendliness and everything's always done the right way, is just false. RGT did a video about the guy on Twitter claiming Switch 2 $200 increase. Yeah, that's fake, and I'm glad RGT called that out. Apologize, it's not in these PC fanboys dictionary, but hey, you can expect these weirdos often to lie and apologize. Yeah, I don't expect liars and narcissists to apologize for when they're wrong about things. I mean, a lot of these guys know that they're wrong. They perpetuate false information, but they're not good people. A lot of them just aren't good people. They're just like douchebags, to be honest. I mean, doesn't mean that like, you know, that they're not good to their families or they're not good to other people, but when it comes to what they say and all that, and like their morals with certain things, when it comes to making money on YouTube or Twitter or whatever the case is, like they rage bait, they lie, you know, they do things like that. So we've seen a number of these guys, you know, do this over and over. Shout outs to Barkster. I'm gonna get to more of these comments. Shout outs to Barkster with the big 35 and the 50. Aussie. Hey, yo. And he says, the 180 on the Nintendo pricing discussion is absolutely hilarious and should be studied history in the future. The abhorrent hate propaganda online has phased out or has become irrelevant joke as it should be. My brain cells are saved. I mean, yeah, and I think that's the thing. I got called fanboy a million times. I mean, people still call me it now, but what was I actually wrong on when it comes to the Nintendo Switch 2 pricing, when it comes to the sales of the system, when it comes to the perception of the system as we go on? I said all those things, Barkster. I said people are crazy now, but that's because there's misinformation. I said the system's still going to sell really well. I said other things are going to go up in price because the technology is being pushed and because of the economic factors. And I said that the Switch 2 is actually going to end up looking like a pretty good deal when it's all said and done at the end of the day. And I was literally right on every single thing. But I had multiple people call me names over that. But once again, I know that I was right because none of them wanted to debate me. All the people that were calling me bootlicker and all that type of stuff. I had one guy debate me and he got stomped. He got training day, like Denzel Washington at the end of training day. He got absolutely mobbed when he tried to call, like he played the fanboy card multiple times, and I'm like, no, here, let's talk about this. And he had nothing to actually counter me on the majority of my points. So, I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, it's just, you know, these people, right? I knew that it was going to end up the way that it was going to end up. It was like this with the Switch 1, but not as bad. But I mean, I said the same things when it comes to Switch 1, so. Shouts to Varkster. Thank you so much for the big triple JoJo, the 35 on the board. Yo, Varkster, starting off JoJo Friday. Hot, baby. Anybody does 35 or more, you can do it, man. Varkster, or 10, you can do the JoJo notification for today. And also got a Ninja Peach. Kevin. Thank you,
What's
Kevin.
up, OJ? How are you? Can I get any music from The Legend of Dragoon?
Yeah, absolutely. And Varkster, if you want some tracks, let me know, and I got you. Thank you for the big 35. Also, Kevin, thank you for the big $5 coming through as well. And then I think we also got another Philip with the 20 DK dollars. Thank you so much, man, for the DKs. I'll get that put in. Can somebody translate the DKK currency to US so I can get this man on the board as well? If somebody has like an open tab, they can do that for me. DKK, 20 DKK to USD, so I can get this man his combos on the board. Yo, thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Let's go. Let me get Legend of Dragoon music as well. Legend of Dragoon. I'm gonna try to catch up with comments too, guys. So just give me a little bit of time. Legend of Dragoon music. All right, let's go. All right, here we go. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, guys. Varkster once again at the top of the board. 35 on both. Let's go. Appreciate that. All right, but yeah, these guys are crazy, bro. These guys are acting wild. Also, Uncario with the JoJo with the 10.
Happy JoJo Day. When Linkin Park started blasting on Banana Boy vid you showed on stream yesterday, I couldn't stop laughing. Lol.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I'm wondering if there's gonna be. I wonder if he's gonna actually see that or retaliate. I mean, probably, but like I said, I'll stop here if he stops. So, that one guy replied to my comment yesterday. By the way, he said you blocked him on Twitter, therefore you accused of dodging debate from him. LMAO. Again, I don't even with the logic with this. That what's good. He said he replied, I blocked him. Yeah, I did block him on Twitter because you know what he would do. He would make, can you take it back to the slop guy? I mean, maybe I'll give him one more chance. But give him this message since you don't have him blocked. Give him this message. His dumbass was tagging me in his stupid clickbait videos on me. Tell him this.
Did you see the Verge Cope article?
I did see the Verge Cope article.
The golden age of handhelds are over.
Tell this sloppy, AI-driven, nobody YouTuber, Angry Vigilante, I'll just say it. Just tell this dude that I blocked him on Twitter because he tags me in his dumbass videos. Dude, your videos suck. They are shit. And I'm sorry, earmuffs for the kids. They're shit. Your videos suck, dude. I can't stand your stupid voice. You sound moronic. You know what I'm saying? We debated last year. You got absolutely destroyed. After you got destroyed, you cried, whined, and complained like a bitch in your comment section the whole time, crying, whining, and complaining, and then accusing me of manipulation and other things. You're a moron. Somebody please take this clip to him. I blocked him because he's tagging me on his dumbass videos. I do not want to be tagged on your stupid videos of you stalking me on every single one of my streams, crying like a bitch, sitting here and talking about other men all day. You're weird and closeted, dude, and that's fine if you are, but we're in 2026. You can just come out. It's okay. Nobody's gonna feel anything different from you, but you're weird. Your channel's weird. You talk weird, and you're a moron. That's why I blocked him on Twitter. Because why is he tagging me on his dumbass videos? I don't want to watch your videos. They suck. His videos suck. Angry Vigilante is a terrible YouTuber. He's ass. He just wants more drama. He just wants me to respond to his shit videos. Bro, go work on your life. Go hang out. Go hang out with. Go have a kid. Go do something. You're like, he's going on 40 years old, and he's still sitting here making drama videos against other men every single day. This dude's a whole ass weirdo. A whole ass weirdo. We already debated last year. You got stomped. How about this? And he can clip this too. We'll do another debate, okay? We'll do another debate. And if you can't prove a single thing, just like last time, delete your whole channel. I'll give you that. And go on camera. No more robot avatar. Let's see your face. Let's see your face and come on camera and talk like a man instead of hiding behind a robot. If he does that, somebody get this message to him. Show your face. Stop hiding. And if you come here and waste my time and all that, I'll do another debate. You got your ass whooped, but I'll do another debate for you, okay? We'll do it on a separate channel. We'll do it on Shadow Fox, or we'll do it on Flipping the Switches channel. Okay? And when I cook you again, don't ever tag me and just delete your channel. So somebody get that to him. I'm not addressing this guy no more. He's a freaking weirdo. He's a complete weirdo. Why are you tagging me in your dumbass videos?
What's up? Been a good week and now just vibing. We are officially in the summer gaming arc with all these announcements happening and all the shows, including a potential Nintendo Direct.
How am I
play the Ingrid SF6 theme to celebrate the release?
How am I ducking a debate? You got your ass whooped. You had nothing to bring to the table. What did you bring to the table in the last debate? What did you say? What did you do? You just called me fanboy and couldn't prove any of it. You just called me names and said, "Oh, well, I just think I like with your stupid voice." Bro, what did you do? The last debate, you got your ass whooped. Why should we have another debate? For what? For you to stumble through that one? For you to use AI the whole time? For you to hide behind your avatar? Somebody get this message to this weirdo, okay? Your channel's shit. Your views suck. You suck. And that's fine. I'll debate you. I'll do a normal debate. But like I said, when I win, because I will win, because you're an idiot, never tag me again, never talk about me again, and hopefully delete your channel afterwards, because it's a waste of time. Anyway, that's my last message. Somebody get that to him. But I blocked him for those reasons. He's a complete moron. Why are you tagging me in your shit videos? I don't get it. Don't tag me. I don't want to see your videos. This dude's a mad, like low-key annoying as hell. Why would you tag me in your crap videos, brother? Where I can watch myself talk out of context from you clipping my own stuff and you crying and whining and complaining to your brain-dead audience. Last time we debated, you didn't know you told me that I'm brainwashing my audience. I asked you what the definition of brainwashing is, and you said you don't know. So you make up stuff. You lie. You manipulate. You use words you do not understand the definition to. You levy accusations that you can't prove. You don't even know the definition of brainwashing. That's the reason why I blocked you on Twitter. And that's the reason why I felt like I don't need to debate anybody. You literally lied throughout the whole thing. And you were wrong. We got the sales numbers for the Switch 2. We got the sales numbers. I was right. You were wrong. The Switch 2 is doing incredible. What's the problem? Move on with your life, buddy. Move on with your life. I know this is all you've got. You're a loser. You've got nothing more than to talk about other men online. That's your deal. That's your whole channel is crying like a bitch. You've been a bitch your whole life. And I get it. Someone's more successful than you. They're better looking than you. Got more subs than you. You're jealous. You're jealous because you don't think much of me. You don't respect me at all. You never respected me in the first place, and that's fine. I don't respect you either. But like I said, this weird dude, Minato Mario, pass this message to this dude. Because this is the last time that I will give him one more shot. And if he comes here with fake accusations, with lies, making up things, and taking what I say out of context because his own chat, they're stupid and they send him things, like I said, I'll only agree if he never makes another video again. So those are my terms. If he wants to talk to me, he can email me. I blocked him on Twitter because he's a freaking idiot. Anyway, that's the end of that rant on that weirdo angry vigilante. He's a low sub weirdo YouTuber that's obsessed with me, that thinks I don't know, he's really obsessed with me. Like, he's made like 1 million videos. This guy is a weirdo. This dude sees me more than he sees probably his family. He watches my channel, he looks at me, looks at my face more than he looks at other things in life. He's obsessed. I'm on his brain all the time. Anyway, that's the reason why I blocked his bitch ass, because he's a weirdo. Anyway, Jen's with the 2. Sorry for the French, guys, but this guy's weird, dude. This guy's a complete weirdo. Let's see here. No, OJ, don't give him any audience. He's too disrespectful. I'll do it on a different channel, but he has to agree to my terms. If he comes here with a bunch of fake nonsense and lies like he did last time, I'll only agree if he agrees to never make another video again. Like, never say my name again. If he actually has legit debate topics that we'll go over, and stuff that I've said that he has a big problem with, he can lay them out. I'll talk to Shadow Fox. We can get something set up. But if he doesn't, I'm not going to do it. If he's just going to call me fanboy and say that he hates me a million times, then that's fine. I'm not going to debate somebody that just has an opinion. That's dumb. But if he actually has legitimate problems or wants to debate legitimate things, he can reach out to Shadow Fox. He's friends with Shadow Fox. He can reach out to him and we can set something up. But if it's not, I'm not going to waste my time. Anyway, that's the reason why I blocked that dude. Anyway, I'm done talking about it. Let's see. I just realized that Necro Felipe hasn't been here in days. Necro Felipe? That's not Necro Felipe. Necro Felipe is somebody else on Twitter. You're just thinking of Felipe by himself. Stop being racist, Denmar. No, I'm joking. Shout outs to Party Man with the Big 10, though, man. Yeah, let's go. Ingrid theme from Street Fighter 6. Ingrid theme from Street Fighter 6. All right, let's talk about positive stuff like Steam Deck price increase. I don't know if that's positive. Let's see, grifters do anything, do things in bad faith. I mean, it is useless, but like I said, I'll give him one more shot. But that's the reason why I blocked him. Like, why are you tagging someone? Like, that's weird, man. Like, go tag your boyfriend. Go talk to your wife. Go do something else, bro. Why are you tagging me? That's the corniest thing that he's just constantly tagging people he talked. Bro, ain't nobody watching your shit video. Stop tagging me. I don't care. If you want to make videos, make videos. You don't got to tag me all the time. You don't got to talk to me. I don't want to talk to you. You're an idiot. So, like, I don't know. That dude's weird, man. He like I said, he weird, bro. He like looking at other men all day online. That's what he likes doing. So that's weird. But hey, like I said, we're in 2026. You can just come out. It's okay. Nobody's going to hate on you or nothing like that, bro. It's fine. We got plenty of people that are like that. So no reason to sit there and be secret about it. Let's see here. You're a hypocrite, bro. I'll destroy you. You're a hypocrite, bro. I'll destroy you in a debate for him. Tam God, man, you ain't nobody, bro. Take a seat. Have a seat, bro. Have a seat. Time out. How about 30 minutes? How about that? How about you sit in the corner of the room for that? Let's see here. Places Hugs Modern Warfare 4 announced for the Switch 2. That's a massive, massive handsome. That's gonna be a massive system. So yeah, it's massive. That's pretty good. Casual Dupe says, if you talking Nintendo, used to be Twitter post the stealth showing the post calling stealth Nintendo fanboy. We got caved and bought a PS5 Pro. Places sorry, just woke up. Nintendo videos are sad. He's bitter and sad. I don't know why you talking, like I said, talking about that bum either. Like, I don't really care what he got to say either. That dude's just a rage bait grifter, so it don't really matter. Barkster with the $10. So shout outs to the one troll in the chat. Desperate for your attention. Self-help line is right there if they need it. Yeah, right there, but they need you instead. Yeah, it's weird, bro. Anyway, let's see. OJ, what did you do to get the crazies are mad at you? Like I said, I think the reason why some people get upset at what I say here on my stream is because they don't like my attitude. Not because I don't say anything that's not correct, because everything that I say is logical and correct for the most part. And if I'm wrong on something, y'all let me know. There's nothing that I've said that's like, oh my God, it's so wrong, or it's so bad, or it's so whatever. I haven't seen it, at least. I watch my streams. You guys watch my streams on replay. And if I make a mistake, people correct me in the replay chat, or you guys correct me right here. That's the whole thing about doing live. Like, you guys aren't just drones. If I say something wrong, you'll be like, OJ, no, that was wrong. Or that's not correct, or I disagree. And that's fine. I have no problem with that. If I'm wrong on something, I'll admit that I'm wrong on something. But there's nothing that I say on this that can get people so angry or salty. The reason why some people are salty at what I gotta say is because some people just hate Nintendo, or they just hate certain things. And then there's people that like, and they look at me and, oh, I like it. Like, let me give you guys an example. When I was doing the debate with AI Slot Boy last year, he was basically trying to say that me and Nintendo Prime are like, we like manipulate the market to where people are going to think highly of Nintendo. Otherwise, we're hiding like the horrors of Nintendo, or the bad things, or that we're manipulating things to where we're letting people not know. Like, he basically tried to make it seem, go back and watch the debate, that I'm some type of major player, like I'm a Bezos or something like that. Like, I'm some type of major manipulator. And like, that's the theme of what he was trying to say, is that I manipulate, and that I twist the truth, and that I'm disingenuous, and that I'm all these different type of things. And he didn't prove any of that in the debate. Anything that was a problem, like key cards, like $80 Mario Kart, like the messaging, whatever, you know, like any of the issues that Nintendo has with Switch 2, I've said it. We've all said it. Me, Nintendo Prime, and pretty much everybody, every single Nintendo content creator has said the same things that are the biggest issues. The $80 Mario Kart, some of the pricing for the games, the game key cards. We've all said the same things that everybody else is saying. They're just upset that their predictions for Switch 2 failing didn't happen. They're upset that there are people that actually like the system and that are more positive about those things and tell the truth. Their own ego gets in the way of that. But to be honest, like I said, normal people have no problem with me. Just some people don't like my attitude and how I say things. Not because of how I say it, or not because of what I say. It's because of how I say it or something. Or they don't like black people talking a certain way. I don't know. You never know. There's a lot of racists out there. I'm not really sure what the issue is. But to all normal gamers out there, to all normal people, nobody has an issue with what I say. To all normal people. All of the bigger content creators that I know, none of them have an issue. There's Jake Baldino. I talked to him. He's the before you buy guy. The before the. I have no issue with him. We've spoke many times. I've spoken with you guys know Pops. Y'all know Pops from Friday. His son JD Witherspoon. He's a big gamer. You know what I'm saying? I speak with him, no problem whatsoever. I speak with Evan. He's a big PC guy. Obviously, he doesn't like Nintendo at all, really, anymore. I don't have any problem. Do you see us arguing and going back and forth with the Spawncast even when we disagree on something? Are there any issues? No. Like, I have all sorts of... I know Broken Games, HD. We're cool. He, big Sony guy. I like Nintendo. He disagrees with some things. We're cool. He has no problem with me. Randall L4, big Microsoft guy. He's been on the Spawncast many times. He has no problem with me. Any normal person, normal content creators, don't really have any issues. It's schizos. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm perfect. I'm not going to say that. I mean, surely there's some times that I kind of stepped out of line, and I got that. People have told me, yo, OJ, like, that's, like, chill on that one. And I say, okay, for real, I was wrong. But when it comes to what I say on this stream, there ain't nothing that I say that's really that bad. Like, there's really nothing. It's just, like I said, if you're a schizo, like some of these smaller shit content creators are, that are just looking for views and looking for clicks and looking for revenue to supplement their ass life. I don't know, to supplement their boring life, or because they have a mental disease, or because of really low IQ. I'm not really sure what it is. But anybody normal, anybody with an average IQ or up or normal, has, even with the lower IQ, has no problem with what we're saying here. There's nothing that's a problem with what we're saying here. Like, really, there's nothing. I mean, there are some people that have came here and I've gotten into arguments with them and they didn't like what I said, but that's because there was an argument that was started. But when it comes to the general gist of what I say here about Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, nobody actually has an issue, and they know when I'm joking about something. You've got to be, like I said, a schizo to have really an issue, because there's not really anything that's crazy that I say on here, you know? Sorry, I'm behind on the stream. I will catch up. Hey, it's all good, Casual Noob. It's all good. Off topic, but are people actually spamming you about Warframe now? I'm sorry. No. It was just Bluntsy. It was just Bluntsy that was spamming me about Warframe. It was just him. And it's all good. You know, it's all good. It's all good. Let me fix this right here. Thank you so much to Vartster with another 35. Yo, we are out here. We are at 108 already for the combo breaker. Daniel says, I missed your dono. Did I? Oh, I did. Thank you for the 2. So COD Black Ops 1 and 2 have been rated in South Korea. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Daniel. Yes, they have both been rated in South Korea. They have both been rated. But yeah, man, like, listen, if you don't like me, that's fine. But don't tag me on Twitter. Tag me with your shit videos. Like, don't do that. They suck, bro. They're trash. I think I saw, like, one of them before we debate, and I'm like, oh my God, I wish I had my 10 minutes back of my life. What a waste. What a colossal waste of time. What loser mentality, sitting there crying like a bitch about every single little thing that I say on here when it comes to it. It's just a live stream. It's not that serious, okay? The live stream here is not that serious. We just joke around a lot. It's a chill environment. It's a loose environment. It's not a serious, hardcore gamer, oh my God, everything is serious here. It's not. It's a chill environment. It's a relaxed kind of just talk whatever, just say whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just kind of let things rip sometimes. I don't mean it in any type of crazy or bad or negative type of way. It's just entertainment for people to watch. It's not politics. It's not religion. It's not, you know, socioeconomics. It's not any of that, guys. It's just video games. That's all it is. Don't take it like it's some of these dudes, you know, slop robot. Some of these dudes take it like it's the be all end all. It's not, bro. It's just video games. Like, it's not enough to sit there and make 5 million videos on someone crying and complaining about what they're saying on a live stream, bro. Like, it ain't that serious. It's not Chud the Builder type people, you know what I'm saying? It's not that. Or it's not like it's IRL, like real life, like, you know, like sports or like real life things. It's just Fantasyland video games. So it's like, it ain't nothing to be taken super crazy. Like, I get it. People have emotions. People have feelings. People, you know, feel a certain way on certain things. I get that 100%, man. But it ain't that serious to where you got to sit there and take everything so crazy, you know, to sit there where you're looking at somebody 24/7. That's just weird, homie. It's just weird. Like I said, and I didn't want his, like, for Monato's point, man, I don't want his bitch ass tagging me in his post, bro. Like, I ain't trying to watch all that. I ain't got time to watch you. You're irrelevant. Let's see here. Side note, I saw one weirdo in his video say that you get mad when you told him he thinks he's a way better JRPG series than Xenoblade. But whenever you ever get mad, I never got mad. I said, I disagreed, but I'm like, nah, but I never got mad about stuff like that. You guys, the people have said that. I've just said, like, I've reacted like, oh yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? But I never got mad. No, I don't ever recall getting like really actually like real angry. I think he took it wrong because once again, some people take this stuff way too seriously. But anytime that we've done like a face off between this series and that series, do we ever take any of those things seriously, guys? We never do. People say this is better than Xenoblade or that's better than this or that a million times. And nobody ever takes anything like, oh my God, that's super serious. Like, nobody ever gets angry about that. Unless, like I said, people try to turn it into like some type of like screw you or try to show me up. Then I'm like, okay, then you could bounce. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, but I never got mad at anything. But once again, Minato, relay the message to him on Twitter. You know, tell him to clip this. He can react to it, do whatever. But I need to see his face. We need to see his face. He needs to be on camera because he be constantly looking at. We need to see his face. No robot, no AI robot, no slop, no using AI co-pilot. And we need to do a straight up debate. No AI involved. No AI robots, no AI co-pilot, no Google Gemini, no Amazon Alexa or whatever the things. No AI. All straight up facts. Google search is fine, but no AI. And you got to show your face. If he agrees to that, I'll do the debate. But you got to show your face. Your actual face. No robots. No hiding. No being a bitch. Come out, show your face, no AI, and I'll debate you. If you want another crack at it, I mean, I know I would too. If I was in your position, getting absolutely bent over, like last time, I'd probably want to run back too. You know, after getting destroyed like that, that hurt his pride. Whatever's left of it, you know. So I get it. I get it, but I'm gonna have to agree to those. Flipping the switches here. Flipping the switch. You can contact this dude because this dude, Angry Vigilante, he's still out here talking and making crazy vids and stuff. So I don't watch, but Minato told me about it. So if you can contact him, just tell him my requirements. We can have a debate on your channel. Flipping the switch. We can have a debate on your channel. Like I said, my requirements are no AI, no robot filter, and he has to show his face on camera. If he does those 3 things, I'll do the debate. And no lying, no manipulation, no making up things. If he does all of those things, I'll do it. So if you can contact him for me, that would be great, Flipping the Switch. Thank you for the big 20. Just hope everyone is enjoying the warmer weather. Am I the only one sad about COD4? Isn't COD4 Modern Warfare? Wanted to try that one. Still huge to see that finally hit. Yeah, it's pretty good to see that one finally hit. Let's see here. Oh no, you didn't even. What happened? He's still talking crazy, and he told Minato that I blocked him on Twitter, so I'm ducking a debate. But no, I blocked him on Twitter because he keeps on tagging me in his dumbass videos. So I blocked. That's the reason why I blocked him. I don't want to get tagged in his stupid videos. I ain't watching it. So why is he tagging me? I'm not gonna watch it. Why would I waste my time watching you cry like a baby about what I say in my live streams? It's just video games. It ain't that big of a deal. But anyway, so if you want to contact him, let him know. But like I said, those are my requirements. My requirements are no robot filter, no AI, and he has to be on camera, and I'll be on camera too. So if we do those 3 things, I'll do it. And no lying or no making up things, no making up words, definite that I'm manipulating or I'm doing things. Just straight up facts, just straight up actual real logical debate. No, you brainwash people. What's the definition of brainwash? I don't know. None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like none of that stuff. Okay, like actual real debating topics. Not you brainwash people. But by the way, I don't know the definition of brainwashing. No stuff like that. That's the reason why I blocked him, because he's a freaking idiot. So I'll do a logical, civil debate if he agrees to those terms. So if you can write those down for me, flipping the switch, or if you can put that in a message, let him know about that. We can do it on your channel and only on your channel. So we can do it on there. Let's see here. Today was your last day of school. Hey, congrats on that one, man. That's said he can send a message too. By the way, I did tell him OJ's ready to, he's getting blocked on Twitter is enough for you to run away.
I'm playing this Switch 2 and PC exclusive game called Shoot in Order.
Yeah, Shoot in Order.
It's a mystery adventure game with a crazy premise and story.
Yeah.
It has this one piece of music called Murmurs in the Shoot in Order with really cool vibes. Can you play it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yo, thank you for the $10 JOJO. Let's go, guys. I appreciate y'all. Sorry that I'm doing the whole drama thing. So let's just get that out of the way, then we can talk about games afterwards. But yeah, man, like, I don't know. Y'all like debates too, so we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens with this one. Let me read what Minato Mario has to say here, then I'll get your music. I guarantee OJ, I can already guess. He will say, I don't know. I can't remember that. This is my opinion for the entire debate. Oh, okay. You erased it, but Robo guy made a video called OJ. Again, yeah? I did not watch the video, to be honest. I just left the comment. Okay, yeah. It's all good. Let's talk about games again. Now, let's talk about games, bro. I'm done with this. You guys got my message. Somebody will probably clip this and send it to him. So, like I said, or you can send me an email. My email's open. Like I said, my email's open. So if he wants to email me, he can email me. So it's good there. Or you guys can reach out to him, let him know. But yeah, stop tagging me in your dumbass videos, bro. Ain't nobody trying to watch that shit. It sucks. All right, let's see here. Shoot in order. Shoot in order. Ain't nobody trying to listen to that stupid country accent either, bro. Like, dude. Ain't nobody trying to listen to that stupid NASCAR accent either all day. Shoot in order. Let's see here. Talking like Huckleberry in the Deep South, bro. Ain't nobody trying to listen to that. I think this is the track right here. Let's see here. Roger says, "Hey, I got a southern accent. I don't got a problem with the southern accent, southern accent. But if you got a southern accent and you're a moron, I don't want to hear you talk. Like, I mean, you're allowed. You're okay. Like, you can talk all you want to talk. But if you got a southern accent and you're an idiot and you talk all sorts of smack, no, actually, I don't have to subscribe to that. I don't have to watch your videos. I think I'll pass." Like, if you're smart or if you're intelligent or if you make good sense or if you're whatever, okay, no problem, I'll watch. But if you're an actual moron, no, I don't have to watch. And especially double for people that have big old southern accents and they're stupid. Like, no, I'm not watching. Like, I don't got a problem with the southern accent, that's fine. But I ain't trying to listen to a Indy 500 or freaking Brickyard or whatever. I ain't trying to listen to a NASCAR commentator sitting there talking like an idiot for an hour or talking like an idiot for 15 minutes or whatever in a million videos. Right? I ain't watching all that. I ain't gotta listen to that. You're not the boss of me. Malcolm in the Middle, you're not the boss of me now. Like, I ain't gotta listen to that. Tag me for what? Bro, block your bitch ass. I ain't trying to listen to that. What the heck? I ain't trying to listen to all that. Let's see here. Uncar, thank you for the 10 though, man. I appreciate that. Yo, big love to Jeffrey Tucker. Let's go with the opening thread. Let's go.
What is this southern accent effrontery? JK, Buck Bumble, please.
Like I said, I don't got a problem with southern accent, but if you're a moron on your southern accent and you're talking smack, like, so you tell me I gotta listen to that? I gotta take that? No, I don't. I don't gotta watch. I don't gotta take it, and you don't gotta tag me. Get blocked. Buck Bumble. Let's go. Buck Bumble theme. We'll get this Buck Bumble theme up next. Just buy a Steam Deck crowd looking real spooky right now, huh? Just buy a Steam Deck crowd looking real McSpooky. I'm doing good, Corey. Shout outs, man. How you doing today, man? Thank you for the big 25 coming in from Mr. Jeffrey Tucker. Hey, thanks for the big 25, man. Got the Buck Bumble going. Hey, yo. Buck Bumble. Top. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the buck to the bump to the bump. Hey, you. I want to shake your hand. I want to shake your hand.
My southern accent is hurt. Lol rolling on the floor laughing.
Justin, your southern accent's cool. Once again, I don't got a problem with the southern accent if you're gonna be cool. Like if you're a cool dude and you ain't saying nothing negative to me or calling me out of my name and all this type of stuff, I'm gonna be cool. There's nothing wrong. I'm Gucci. The southern accent is fine. I have no problem. I love your southern accent. But like I said, if you're gonna be a moron, you're smart, Justin. If you're a moron plus the southern accent, I'm from California. I do not have to sit there and take this. Don't tag me. Don't link your stupid videos. I don't care what you've got to say. I ain't watching. You know? So, like, that's really the thing here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really what it comes down to, right? You know? Like, I listen to people that got southern accents all the time on YouTube, on Twitter, people that got, that's fine. Hey, look, that's just how some people talk, you know? So no big deal there. No big deal there, but let's see here. So that's a squishy combo with the tune-in tier. It says, I will say here, compared to what arguments regarding Switch 2 price looking pretty good. Yeah, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. But yeah, like yo, flipping the switch. If you can just start up a group chat, how about that? We can start up a group chat with him and like I said, we'll get something worked out. Like I said, but if you can just start it off with cameras on, no AI, no robot filters, and debate topics. Let's go over it. So we do all that. He'll get another one. Like I said, getting bent over like that was tough. You know, last year, getting cooked like that was tough. So I'll give him another shot if he agrees to those three things. Shout out to Varkster. Thank you for another big support coming through like always, brother. Appreciate that. Let's go. I haven't heard the original Buck Bumble in a minute. Yeah, the original Buck Bumble's dope. Thank you for the 5 though, flipping the switch. I appreciate that, fam. Let's go. Hey, what's up, Christopher? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? You gonna get hit with the copyright with Buck Bumble? I am, but I'll scrub it. I'll scrub it later. I'll scrub it. So I am gonna get hit with the copyright, but I'll scrub it. Yo, what's up, Mario? Welcome to the stream, brother. Yeah, these Steam Deckers though. Y'all want to get into some Steam Deck cope right now? I think we should get into a little bit of Steam Deck cope. And you guys can tell me what games you're playing too. Just tag me at PlayerEssence and let me know what games you're playing. I'm playing Romancing Saga like always, so it was pretty cool to see that Romancing Saga. It's a great game, man. I'm still having fun. Still having a ton of fun with this. Still having a ton of fun. So let's see here. I got some bookmarks so we can read off some. So, oh man, somebody so Culture Crave put up a tweet that said Valve just raised the Steam Deck prices in the US. 1 terabyte OLED, $649 to $949. 512 gigabyte OLED, $549 to $789. These new prices reflect the current state of component costs and other global logistical challenges across the industry as a whole. So Valve is not immune to industry challenges. Valve is not immune to taxes and tariffs. Valve is not immune to oil increases. Valve is not immune to all the things that everybody said Microsoft or everybody said Sony and Nintendo are just the evil and the devil to. It looks like Valve, the golden boys of video games, the golden guys, the only pro-consumer ever company that the only place that where you get sales and deals, the only place that has anything that's pro-consumer apparently is not pro-consumer, right? Because that was the argument that a lot of these Steam Deckers said, is that, oh well, Steam Deck it's cheaper, it's cheaper, it's cheaper, it's this, it's that. You know, they're raising the prices, and then now we have this where there is a they didn't even give us a heads up. So this is why I say this is more anti-consumer, or one of the most anti-consumer things that I've ever seen. Valve, they introduced the Steam Deck as an affordable option to get into PC gaming. It's been nothing but since like what, 2023, they liquidated the $400 model of the Steam Deck. Only like a few years after it came out, you were barely even able to get that one brand new. They liquidated it because it's not making them any money, and it's losing too much money. And then on top of that, they didn't even have the Steam Deck available for people to be able to buy for a while. It's been like months since people have been able to regularly buy a Steam Deck on their website, and out of nowhere, they didn't even give us a heads up. Usually Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony, they give you a heads up. Nintendo gave us multiple months. Sony gave us, I think, like a couple weeks, maybe a couple weeks or so. Microsoft gave us a couple weeks or something like that. They give you at least a heads up, or a few days a heads up. They didn't even do that. You haven't been able to buy it, then they just randomly changed it overnight. Like I said, the Indianapolis Colts just moving from Baltimore or something like that, or moving to Baltimore out of nowhere. So like, that to me is the super anti-consumer, and it destroyed the image that a lot of these guys have of Valve just being this perfect company that never gets anything wrong. And they obviously got this very wrong in terms of the, you know, the communication part of it, at least. And they raised the price by up to $300, like $300. Like, the system is now more than double than what it was at launch with the LCD model. So here's the cope, and I'm gonna check this out. He says, please read my last dono. I want to hear your prediction on the topic. Okay, my bad, I missed your last dono. Barkster with another 10. Sorry, I'm ranting too much, guys. Says, when do you predict to see some actual Switch 2 Konami support? I may or may know something which you already may or may know. Konami support. I mean, they've got the Castlevania game that's coming out for Switch. I do think that they are going to ramp up things. Maybe we see Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Maybe we see the Snake Eater remake on the Switch 2 this year or next year, get announced this year. Konami doesn't make a ton of games, though. And they already did. I mean, they've got the Metal Gear Solid 4 game that's coming out for Switch 1 and Switch 2, right? Metal Gear Solid 4 and Peace Walker, the Metal Gear Solid collection. So they're doing what they're doing right now. Most of their games are hitting the Switch 2 with the exception of the Metal Gear remake, but all the other stuff that they've released is hitting the system. Sorry that I didn't get your donos before then, man. I'm sorry about that, Barkster. Yo, let's go and get you some more combos on the board here. I can't keep up. You guys are awesome today, man. Seriously, sorry for the opening rant on that weirdo, guys. I'm sorry about that. I know some of y'all don't come here to hear that, but I mean, we got to put this to bed, man. We got to put this to bed. So. Yo, Jimmy Mac with the two says, but Nintendo bad, pretty much. I gotta read off what this Steam Deck guy had to say, because it was hilarious. It's a big old long thesis on damage control for the Steam Deck for Gaben. Nah, I can't let the southern accent diss slide as a Bama boy. And yo, California, you northern dudes sound like the surfer dude. Gabe Newell, no in between. Yo, wait, hold up. Y'all sound like the surfer dude or Gabe Newell. No in between. Robot dude has a crush on you. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. Yo, listen. The funniest thing is when I was doing my recruiting for football, Darius, anytime I went to the South or I went to the East Coast, and I'm from California, they would all say, yeah, dude, yeah, head 10, dude, gnarly, tubular, as if we still talk like that. Now remember, this was decades ago. Even decades ago, Californians, we didn't talk like that. Let's see. Hey, 10, dude, yeah, man, I'll go, yeah, dude, you want to come over here? Yeah, you sure you don't want to, you're going to miss your good weather in California, dude? Yeah, dude, yeah. Yeah, man, hang 10. Gnarly, dude. That's hilarious, man. That's hilarious. It's so funny. I mean, I'll be honest. Yeah, there are people in California that do talk like that, but I mean, like, not really. But like, yeah, it depends on where you're at for sure. But I would say that like the early 90s and like the 80s was kind of more of like the Southern hang 10 dude type thing. I think by the time that like the mid to late 90s, rap culture started taking over a lot more, so people kind of stopped talking like that. Everyone was listening to Tupac and stuff like that. Biggie Smalls and everybody wanted to be cool at that point. You know, Criss Cross, Tupac, Biggie, Busta Rhymes, you know, Eminem got into the mix there, so people kind of just slowly shifted away from talking like that and talking more like you know, like a rapper would, you know. Let's see here. Basically talk like Johnny Lawrence from Cobra Kai. Well, Johnny Lawrence doesn't really have a tubular, but Johnny Lawrence's dialect is similar to what you would see, like I said, from some people. That is from like older guys, like older cool guys from like the early 90s and 80s. Yeah, that's like like they nailed that Johnny Lawrence thing. Absolutely. That's definitely like a California Johnny Lawrence type. Yeah, there's a real life Johnny Lawrence. I knew that dude. There was a real life, he drove a Corvette just like him. That's why so many people can connect with Johnny Lawrence, because like, wait a minute. It was like that meme from Leonardo DiCaprio. The pointing meme. There's at least one Johnny Lawrence in every single California city, you know? Like, at least he's such a relatable character because everybody knows somebody that's kind of like Johnny Lawrence from Cobra Kai. Yeah, I think we were saying RGT is Johnny Lawrence. RGT is totally Johnny Lawrence. I don't, you know, like it's totally kind of like him. So, OJ, it's true. I just think you can't hear it in your voice, even when you say the slight surfer bro twang in your voice. Us Californians just don't notice it. I mean, I guess maybe I have it a little bit. I don't know, like maybe, yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't talk like the East Coast black guys. Because I know for me, at least, when I was in college, when I played college football at JUCO college, there was we brought in a lot of guys from the South, a lot of guys from the East too, like a lot of guys from like North Carolina, South Carolina, a lot of guys from Florida, New Orleans, and they spoke so differently. It was funny. One guy, he spoke like a black boomhauer. I kid you not. His name was B. He was a safety, a hard-hitting safety. And he was cool. He was cool with me. But, bro, I'd have to get translations from him. Because he'd be like, hey, OJ, bro. Hey, man, your house, bro. Your house, man, is bang. And I was like, huh? He's like, hey, man, you want to go off here? We go with the whip, bro. You know what? We out here ski. And I'm like, And then one of my other guys was like, yo, OJ, he wants you. Can you take him to the store? He ain't got his car right now. Oh, okay. I had to they had to translate for me at first. And they used to always, man, I'll never forget it. Whenever you would be lying, people say like, oh, that's cap. For some, like I said, this is decades ago. So I don't know if you guys know about this lingo. But whenever somebody was lying or somebody was capping, they'd say, Waka? And I'm just like, at first I didn't know. But then I started hanging around them and I started picking up on their lingo. But they would say, Waka, Waka, every single time if they thought somebody was capping. And they have accents and it was cool. Like I said, those were cool guys. Like I said, I learned so much different culture from them. Like I said, how certain people are. And even like white guys from like the East Coast. We had white guys from like, you know, Minnesota come through and other white guys from different areas that were very different from the California white guys, you know. Very, very, very different from the California white guys. So I learned a lot, man. I learned a lot. Wait, moist critical damage control the Steam Deck? Dude, I don't even do surfing or anything like that. No, I don't do wakeboarding. I don't do surfing. I will admit though, I was a pretty hardcore skater. So I think maybe that's where I get it from a little bit. Maybe it's in my voice. I was a really hardcore skater in like the 90s and like the 90s, pretty much the 90s. I skated a lot. Like I played Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I wore skater clothes. I was hitting grinds and ollies and kick flips and heel flips and, you know, varial kick flips and pop shove-its and 50-50s, you know. Yeah, so I did skate. So, I mean, maybe that's where it comes from a little bit. So it is what it is. You're just not full of the surfer, bro, but we all got a bit of it. Same goes for all the different accents across the country. We got some crazy weird accents in our country. Yeah. No, I respect it all, man. I respect it all. I don't got a problem with the southern accent or anything. I think it's kind of cool when people do speak differently, you know. Like I said, we did have some guys with the southern accent, like whenever I played on the teams, like different teams that I've been across. Because, you know, if you play for a football team, they recruit from outside. So you'll hear people with different types of accents from all over the place. So it's cool. I have no problem with anybody's accent. But like I said, if you're going to be talking smack, or if you're going to be constantly, you know, making a million videos and stuff like that and trying to taunt and debate and like want to debate, even though you got, you know, you got destroyed last time, there ain't nothing really to debate. Like, then yeah, I'll rag on that. I'll say something, you know. So curious who you got winning the NBA West Conference Finals. I mean, I hope the Spurs win. I hope the Spurs win. So I'm gonna pick the Spurs, but I mean, it's probably gonna be the Thunder, but I'm gonna pick the Spurs. That Moist Critical video was so stupid. You can tell he doesn't know what he's talking about because he said the Steam Deck is stronger than the Switch 2. Shaking my head. Y'all, he said the Steam Deck's stronger than the Switch 2. Y'all link me the video. Somebody link me the video, and we'll react to the video right now. Let me see what he got to say. Is it long? You guys tell me how long it is. We'll react to it. Maybe we'll have a video. Maybe we'll react to it. I enjoy accents, but don't enjoy mean and rude, open-minded people. Hey, man, it is what it is. Like I said, I don't have a problem with people not liking me. At the end of the day, that's fine. If you don't want to like me, you don't have to like me. I mean, you can make a million videos. I don't really care at the end of the day. Like I said, I ain't going to respond to anything. Like, I'll just talk to people here about it. If somebody makes a video or something, I'll say it. But I'm not going to make another video. I'm not going to go back and forth in videos. I'm not doing all that lame stuff. I'm not doing all that. I ain't going back and forth. I ain't putting people's faces, other content creators on the thumbnails. I ain't gonna do all that to small fries. Like, we ain't doing that to, like, you know, little shit YouTubers. So I ain't doing that to them. You know, there's no point. So yeah, like, I ain't gonna do all that. But I'll do a debate, like I said, because a debate you can start it and finish it right there, you know, in a debate. But I ain't doing the whole back and forth thing. That's stupid. I'm like, in videos, no, we ain't doing that. Video is 9 minutes and 20 seconds. All right, yo, somebody link me the video. Somebody link me the video. Let me see what he got to say. Why you quiz me? Wait, why you quiz me like that? Me like that? Did you see that The Verge article about the handheld gaming? It's hilarious. Yeah, the thing about it, The Verge article, the PC handhelds were never part of the real handheld gaming space. It was a psyop from money grubbing companies, which is fine. They want to be money from fake handhelds. It was a psyop. It was a psyop that was never actually a real thing. You know what I'm saying? That was never actually a real thing. So I don't know why they're talking about the golden age of handhelds. I mean, if they mean like actual real handhelds, like you know, hybrids like Switch 2 or PS Vita, or like that's a regular handheld, or like 3DS, I mean, sure. But that's been kind of over for a while now. It's just basically been Switch for a hot minute. Like, when was the last time that there was a real competitor to Nintendo in the real dedicated handheld gaming space? The PS Vita was the last time. These bootleg handheld PCs are not real competitors. They don't give sales numbers. They don't have games built specifically for them. They're just weirdo PCs, like, you know, psyop PCs that are just looking to get by easy. Just like, oh, I can just make a PC that just has these games. Like, there's no exclusives. There's no like games built specifically exclusive wise for it. There's no companies backing it in that type of way. It's just, oh, let's just throw this out there and let's just make as many of them as possible. Let's just, make a new revision every single 2 years or something like that, you know, or every single couple years or year and a half. Lenovo Legion Go S, Lenovo Legion Go 2, like, man, this stuff ain't real handheld gaming. This is whack. It's just PC. It's just PC stuff. So link the video. All right, thanks, appreciate that. Let me see what he got to say.
No. Can't be. My super sniffer has to be malfunctioning. My olfactory senses must be incorrect, because it smells like... You still have money in your wallet? You don't have the gumption. You wouldn't. Why, I oughta... Give me that! Come on, are you out of your fucking mind? I'll shake that lunch money right out of you, Buster! And you see, that's how I...
I'm already bored. I'm not watching this crap. I'm sorry, bro. I ain't trying to stare at this dude all day. I ain't watching it. Whatever he said, that's fine. I don't care. Like, I ain't watching this crap all day, bro. It's boring. Maybe I have no attention span. Maybe I just don't care enough, but I'm not just looking at another dude for 9 minutes for no reason over his opinion about spending too much on a Steam Deck or whatever the case is. I'm good. I'm sorry. That's about all I can take. Anyway, not that because he's wrong or he doesn't know what he's talking about, but I'm not trying to be looking at him for like 9 minutes and then have to pause the video. I don't be looking at dudes like that. So it's like, whatever he said, that's fine. Whatever he said, sure, no problem. He's probably right. He has a lot of subs. Whatever I say, I'm probably wrong. I'm a fanboy. I'm this and that. I don't know what I'm talking about. He knows more because he has more fans. So there you go. We'll just cut to the chase. We'll just zap right past it. There you go. He's right and I'm wrong. Whatever he says, cool. That's right. He has a lot of subs. There you go. He's better than everybody else. All right. Let's see here. Hey, thank you, OJ. That was cringe. Yeah, this is cringe, bro. I don't care what he got to say, bro. Like, I don't care what he got to say. I'll read off people on Twitter. I'll read off the Cope on Twitter instead. Anyway, so I told you guys about the whole price increase, the Valve price increase in the U.S. It's this one guy on Twitter said this is part of the crash out. I'm gonna chime in. He quote tweeted the whole the price increase from Vulture Crave, and he said, "I'm gonna chime in. You're all dumb. Sony, Xbox, and Nintendo do not have an ever-expanding library of games. Valve has a daily increase of games. Some are great, some are crap, some are just meh. Others are okay. Some may steal info on your PC because you aren't careful." I don't know what this guy is talking about. But that doesn't make your point. That does not make your point. Some might steal your information if you aren't careful. How is that making your point of a better platform if your information can be stolen? Varkster with the 10 says, when do you predict we see some actual Switch 2 Konami support? Oh yeah, I said that we can see that probably this year or next year. I think they're going to maybe come with some Metal Gear Solid, but everything else they pretty much got, the Metal Gear Solid 4 collection and all of that. So yeah, I think that's going to happen, Varkster. Absolutely. I answered that question. But I'm sorry that you had to donate again, brother. Oh, that was a bug? Oh, okay. It was a bug? Okay, I got you. But anyway, this is funny. That first comment is funny. Now, Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, they all have an ever-expanding library of games. I don't know what this guy is talking about, but they all have a ton of games. They all have backwards compatibility for generations. So, well, and actual multiple generations, and when you count Virtual Console or the PS Plus, they all have a bazillion games on there. You can play every single Nintendo Switch 1 game. There's like 10,000 plus Nintendo Switch 1 games, and every week there's new games being added in. Is it as much as PC? No, but most people aren't going to play every single game that comes out. There's already too many games to play as it is, so this doesn't even make a good point. All of these companies have ever-expanding library of games. So that is a lie. I don't know what else. What it was? Is that a misrepresentation or is that a lie? They all have an ever-expanding library of games. They all add games every single week. There are new releases for all these platforms. So yes, PC gets the most, but that doesn't mean the other ones aren't ever-expanding. It'd be like saying, oh yeah, Michael Jordan has a let's just say Kyrie Irving does not have a big pocketbook or a big checkbook because Michael Jordan's more rich, or Jeff Bezos has the or how about this? How about I don't know who's a singer, who's a pop? Okay, Chris Brown. He does not have a lot of money because Jeff Bezos has way more money. That's dumb. This is a logical fallacy. Just because one platform doesn't get as many games as another doesn't mean that platform doesn't have an expanding library of games too. Just some can have more, but they all have an expanding library of games. Pretty much every week new games are being added in. So that's silly. That, like I said, that's like saying we're all broke and brokies and nothing because we're not, as rich as the other guy. That doesn't mean we're not getting something, So that's silly. And the funny thing is that he doesn't make his point right here because he goes, some of the games steal your info. That doesn't make your point of it being better. At the end of the day, though, Steam is the only platform that has a library of games that constantly expands. That is a lie. Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo all have constantly expanding libraries. Not all the games run on crap Engine 5. Some have their own engines that are easier on hardware. Yeah, the Steam Deck doesn't have any changes to hardware, sure, but Steam itself is always updating. Unlike other consoles that force you to update every now and then, Steam is a platform, not a console. Well, no, you quote tweeted the console. So you quote tweeted the console, and Steam actually updates. If I'm not correct, Steam does download updates. It evolves, and the Steam Deck itself also updates. Like, they've got to do specifically with the Steam Deck, they've got to update it. If I'm not correct, but I remember, like, you'd actually have to update the firmware or whatever for the Steam Deck, and it was updating all the time for certain features and things like that. So I have no idea what this guy's talking about. This is weird. Let's see here. You can move that one account to any other PC, and you can move that account to friends' PC and play your older games and a crap PC. You can move those games to a brand new upgraded PC. You can move your account from any PlayStation to another PlayStation, or any Switch you can move your account from Switch 1 to Switch 2 and play those games. Or if your account that's on Switch 2, you can have it on Switch 1. Like, you can sign into your Nintendo accounts and do that as well. So I'm gonna get that done in just a bit, Barkster. So I don't know what he's trying to talk about here. Steam is a platform worth far more than Sony, Nintendo, and even Microsoft's Xbox. 200 more or on something that connects to a library that is always expanding. I'll be honest, it's worth the price, but I'm not buying any of them. If you're leaving PC for any reason to go do another project or touch grass, don't go bringing a mobile Steam library with you to play more games. I don't know. This guy doesn't even make any sense. This is the type of crash out that I'm talking about. That last thing, it says it's worth it. It's worth it. And it says don't take it with you to go do other things. If you're looking to go, don't, like, what does it mean? That's the whole point of it. It seems like he's confused. And then he says, I'm not buying any of them. But then he says it's worth it. Based off of what? And it's more than 200. It's up to $300 more. But this is the type of crash out that I'm talking about when it comes to people. It's like, you can't just say, you know what? It's a bad price increase. It is what it is. You know, it's not worth it. The Steam Deck is not worth $200 to $300, $240 to $300 more. Based off of what? They didn't change anything. It's still the same platform when it comes to it that it was when the Steam Deck OLED launched. How can it be all of a sudden worth it because a library of games? You have a library of games on everything. That's not worth it more so than anything else. Like, no. But yeah, this is part of the crash out, man. This is part of the crash out. Like, it's not worth $300 more. It didn't change. There's nothing that added to it. Shout outs to Varkster with the 20. Says such an awesome, ever expanding library that this dude is damage controlling price increases with the full paragraphs on Twitter. I know, that's what I'm saying, bro. And if you think about it, man, like if you think about what's happening here and kind of like what's going on, not only did he do that, but it's like he never once just said like, yo, the price increase is bad. It's like, oh no, it's okay, it's fine, it doesn't matter. Steam's the greatest thing ever. It does not matter that the price increase, bro. Nintendo raised the price by $50, and I was like, no, that's not good. You can't be raising the price. What do you mean? Like, this is what I'm talking about. Some Steam Deck crash outs, bro. Thank you for the 20, man. I appreciate that. Let's put another 15 on the board here. Thank you for the crash, bro. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Let's be real. The Steam Deck price hike cooked this guy's head. Oh yeah, he got cooked in it. Just absolutely got cooked. Absolutely got just fried his brain, man. Fried his brain a little bit. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Just fried his brain. He ain't thinking very clearly on that one. Nobody says that a $300 price, a $240 to $300 price increase is good for the same hardware. What do you mean? That's not good, brother. That is not good, and it's not worth it. I highly recommend buying something else. And let me just say this right now. When people say if you're going out to touch grass, bro, today I had multiple different places to go. I had to go wait because my wife, she had an appointment, and I had to go wait 45 minutes in the car while my wife had her appointment. When it comes down to it, what am I just going to do? Just sit there? Just do nothing? Am I going to take my PC with me? Obviously, people have handheld systems when they travel and there's some downtime, or when you know that there's going to be nothing. You got to just burn time. Or you can just scroll on your phone all day? Is that what you should do if you have time to burn, if you're out and about? Or if you're just relaxing somewhere, you just want to chill and relax outside. If you have a nice backyard, you want to go outside, chill, throw on the backyard lights, play a little game outside while you're just relaxing in the backyard. You can't take your PC out there. These people like this, like I said, these are not consumer advocates. I'll say this once, I'll say it again. A lot of these PC guys are the fake consumer advocates. They do not want to account for people that do different things. They do not want to account for people that like different things. They only want to account for what they like, which is PC schizo stuff. Crazy PC people are like literally the fakest consumer advocates because they can never put themselves in another consumer's shoes. They can only take their own shoes and say everybody wears size 10 Jordans. You know what I'm saying? Whatever size they wear. Some of these guys, not all of them, not everybody, but a lot of these guys, you know, a lot of these guys do that, bruh. People overplay how often you got to update stuff on Steam Deck. I can say for other PC, I can't say for other PC handles. I don't think they do. Every time that I turned on the Steam Deck, there was an update. I mean, maybe I didn't turn it on enough, but there was definitely frequent updates. Now, there's some that are optional. You don't have to download every single update. And like, I guess if you're in like the experimental phase, but like there was definitely quite a number of updates. Let me see here. Steam Deck update history. Can we find the update history on Steam Deck? So I mean, I'm looking at it right here and it says news and updates, May 29th, Steam Deck beta client. I guess like, yeah, if you're in the beta client or whatever, firmware update, Steam Deck beta client, May 29th, Steam OS 3.8.6 beta second clutch update, May 28th, Steam Deck client. I mean, it looks like there are maybe you don't have to download all these though, but it looks like there are constant updates to this thing. I see a bunch of updates. Steam OS 3.8 beta second clutch, Steam, like I said, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I guess you don't have to download all these, but I see a ton of updates that on this thing here with the history. So let's see here. Came at the right time. Used laptops are like $500 to $700. I ain't buy no crusty used laptop. That's nasty. You don't know what they doing on that laptop. I'll never buy a used laptop. You don't know what they doing on that laptop. Save up the extra however much and get it new. Let's see, when did Steam Deck come out? I think 2022. People spam comments when OJ doesn't read it. But they'll eventually read it. You don't need to get people for that. Did I not read his comment? What comment did I not read? Okay, this Switch 2 clear Steam Deck. What did he say? Am I allowed to ask a question on any topics not necessarily game related? Mod said I'm not allowed to specifically. Oh no, that's it. Chill, bro. Chill. What's your question? Switch 2 clears Steam Deck. Let me see what you got to say. Like, let me see what's your question. My bad, brother. I didn't see it. Why are you guys stop arguing back and forth with people? Let me see. This seems like he's just arguing with people. Ask your question, Switch 2 clears PC. Ask your question. Let's see here. That's only issue with gaming laptops is they break really quickly. I went through 2 in a row. They don't survive more than 2 years. Yeah, I had a laptop. I bought a nice gaming laptop, man, and like I bought 2 of them. And yeah, like they don't last very long. Both of mine, I don't even know what I did. Both of mine, they're just trash, bro. So yeah. He got timed out. For how long? How long did you time him out? He probably has a sock account. Just go on your Switch 2 clears Steam Deck. Go on your second account and come here and I'll answer your question. Gaming laptop meme. Fans die very quickly on gaming laptops. At least from my personal experience, I definitely wouldn't buy them used. Yeah. I mean, I bought mine new and like mine didn't last. I mean, one of them lasted okay, but I don't think it was a gaming. Was it a gaming laptop? I bought 3. I had a Dell. And then I had a Asus, and then I had another one, and all 3 just kind of crapped out after a bit. So, yeah. Let's see, I do not like the laptop design. You have to put it on your lap. I mean, you don't have to put a laptop on your lap. I mean, you can put it on a desk. You can put it on a desk. Some people can't afford big, expensive PC setups. Some people can't afford them. I agree. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's see. My adjustable stand is solid AF. Yo, let's go. One thing I'll say is that true that Steam has more value since it can play games from all generations. Steam has more value because it can play games from all generations. I mean, sure, if you want to play games from all generations, I guess that might make it to where it does have more value. But we're talking about the Steam Deck in particular. And the Steam Deck in particular here, that cannot play everything, no problem whatsoever. There are a lot of issues with trying to play certain games and trying to do certain things with the Steam Deck just in general. Certain games just don't play well. For example, Star Wars Outlaws. So there's this, I would say, misconception that Steam Deck just plays everything just perfect, and it does not. Like, you'll have stuff that's Steam Deck verified and it runs terrible. Or you'll have stuff that's not verified and that you have to constantly tinker with it just to get it to play properly. Or for example, like if you take your Steam Deck and you dock it, and then, or like let's say you take your Steam Deck and you play, for me at least, when I played Persona 3 Reload, it would not save the settings every time when it was on my Steam Deck compared to my PC. My PC is way more powerful, so on my PC I want to have the stronger settings, but on my Steam Deck I want to have the weaker settings, and it would constantly not save it. So whenever I transferred over my save data to the Steam Deck so I can play it on there, it would keep my settings from my PC. So then when I changed it, and then when I went over to my PC, it would keep the settings from my Steam Deck from what I put into there. Now, once again, I don't know if I could have fixed that somehow through like some settings or whatever, but it's not intuitive. It's not simple and easy. Whereas if you play the Switch 2, for example, if you put your Switch 2 dock, it automatically changes the settings. If you put your Switch 2 portable, it automatically changes it. So for some people, like value might be like, oh, the convenience of how a Switch 2 or how a console works over simply having 5 billion generations of games that you're not going to have enough time in your life to actually play, so players, he's probably going to be angry, but he was spamming the same question. Moist Critical racist to, oh, he was, okay, Moist Critical racist to Muslims. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, that's a crazy question to ask. I don't watch Moist Critical like that. I don't, like I said, I don't be sitting down, staring at other people, staring at other men on YouTube for, that don't offer any value in terms of what I'm looking for. Like if I'm watching somebody else because they offer some type of value, like something that I did not know, it's not them just rambling about, about whatever for whatever, So I don't really do all that. So I don't know about all that with Moist Critical. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that. I don't watch him. The fact that I watched that, like I said, I already was bored, bro. I was already bored watching like a couple seconds. I was already bored. Can you explain why Valve's fanboys be acting like they invented hybrid gaming? I feel like without the success of Nintendo Switch, there would be no Steam Deck. Why are they so angry at Nintendo? I think that they're jealous. I think that a lot of them really wanted the Steam Deck to become something, because a lot of Steam guys see Valve as the alpha, omega, supreme ruler of the universe, He-Man, God, God walking on earth. Like they think like Gaben's like the Lord or something like that. So I think that's the reason why. A lot of them just think that Steam is just so much better than everything else, and nobody should have a difference of, nobody can have that opinion. So when something doesn't go their way, they revert to this. They revert to what that, when I read what that guy says, they revert to this nonsense saying it's worth it. And then in the same paragraph of damage control say, well, if you go out, don't take anything. I'm not buying any of them. Don't take anything. So they don't even know what they want, because literally he says that it's worth it. And then he says, if you're going out, don't take anything. Like I said, I had 45 minutes to burn because my wife was at an appointment. I took my Switch 2 and I easily played. I was able to take my Switch 2 out, boom, and I had to go to the pharmacy, and I was able to easily play Romancing Saga and burn the time. I'm always using this whenever I gotta go out and I got free time or something like that, and you can instantly play a game. I mean, you can maximize the time in the life that you have to enjoy, to have fun or whatever. So people like this, like I said, these are the most anti-consumer type of people. These crazy Valve people, these crazy Steam Deck people, they don't want to listen to what anybody else gotta say. They'll dismiss any other types of gameplay styles that don't fit with them. How many times have I said on this channel, yeah, PC is going to be good for some people, man. If you're really into the, having a large library, it does have a large library. If you like to have tinker with things, it's going to be good for you. I never tell people, no, the only way to go is with Nintendo. The only way to go is with Nintendo and their games. I don't ever say that, because that is a disservice to the actual consumer out there. A lot of these guys, They just only see Valve as their messiah. That's it. You know, so that's the reason why they're acting like this. Like I said, it's this crazies. It's a very small percentage though of the PC people. Most PC people do not care. They didn't buy Steam Deck, you know, so most of them don't care. But the ones online that are talking like, oh, okay, it's all right, you know, those like I said, those are we call them PC schizos around here, you know. So you're telling me that they think that Valve is like Alvis? Yeah, they think that like Gabe Newell's like freaking Shulk or something like that. Alvis Shulk, you think that he's the new Don, bro? Good evening, OG. Just started playing 007 First Light. And I have really enjoyed the gameplay so far. It seems to be buttery smooth from what I've played. Yeah, it's a good game. Old 360 fans can't afford PC parts. They still stuck in 2007. But little do now and play Portal and Portal 2 on Switch. What's up, OG? I'm finally getting COD since 360 Black Ops 1. Nice. There you go. I had my HP Victus for about 3 years. It's been pretty well, but it's definitely had issues. But it was easy to fix though. Okay, yeah, I feel you on that one. Opportunity. How you liking the Nixie grips? They're good. The only thing that I don't like is like the back buttons aren't as good as like the Nintendo's back buttons. And like you can't map the back right, like the back right GL. You can't map that to down, like a down command from like the analog stick. You can't map it to there. So that's the problem that I have with it. So if I had to give it a score, even though, I mean, like they got a bunch of other functions, like you can change like the rumble and all that, but like if I had to give it a score, it's probably like a solid like 8 out of 10, something like that. They're not bad. Let's see here. Steam Deck will crush the Switch. 11:59 p.m. Steam Deck will crush the Switch. Nintendo was finished 0 a.m. It's just a niche enthusiast hardware, bro. Nobody claimed it would replace the Switch. Small indie company. Plus, understand. Oh, please understand. Yeah, I know. Seriously. All of a sudden, they're no longer a billion-dollar company. Gaben is no longer a billion-dollar company. They're now just a small little teeny little company. Let's see here. I will say if Wii U was made by Valve instead of Nintendo and sold the amount, 13 million journalists and YouTubers would say that the greatest console of all time. Journalists and YouTubers tried to gaslight you into thinking that PC handhelds actually did well. That's the funniest thing with PC handhelds in the Steam Deck. Big J 1000.
What's good today,
What's
OJ?
good?
I've been having a laugh every time I check my For You page on Twitter. Gaben Knight's trying to have a conversation now on why the price increased, but called Nintendo greedy.
Yes.
Cyberspace, Final Lap, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds Pelasse.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm telling you, brother. I'm telling you, it's weird. It's weird. They're trying to have a nuanced conversation after years of trolling, after years of telling people just to pirate games, after years of saying, oh, it's affordable option $400, after years and years, after ignoring the actual price increase that Valve did and liquidating the $400 model, after brushing it off and making it seem as if it was nothing, now they got something to say. Like I don't got nothing to say, bro. I got nothing to say. Nothing to say. Since Nintendo is going up in price with the Switch 2, do you think they should, let's see here. Also, Varkster with the 20. Aussie. Yo, let's go, Varkster. Your counter is not over 200 and it's annoying me. Yo, thank you so much. I gotta play some JoJo's, guys. I have not been playing the JoJo's for the JoJo Friday. Strike the pose with me, boys and girls. Yo, let's go. Yo, Varkster, big help. Shout out to everybody that dropped donos today, man. I appreciate y'all. Like I said, I'm sorry about the rant earlier, man. I probably should have ranted like that. People will probably clip it, but like I said, I don't really care, man. Like, y'all let them know what's going down. We gotta end this once and for all, bro. I'm gonna end this once and for all. Well, at least once and for all from my angle. It's gonna be the almighty Tenso. This is gonna be the ultimate. I'm gonna put this down once and for all. So, and I'll never address this again, because last time Prime was there, that was his crux. That was, oh, well, Prime did, but you didn't do it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm going to cook, and I'm going to blast this dude. Like I said, one final spirit gun. Like, one final spirit gun coming from my man. Coming from Yusuke Yodomeshi. Let's go. And then we'll finish this out. We're gonna finish the fight. Halo. Shout outs to Varkster, man. Thank you for the big dono, bro. I appreciate that. Let's go. Like I said, sorry for the ranting earlier, man. Bro, rant. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I spent a little bit too much time on that. I probably should have just said, you know what, I'll handle it. But you know, whatever. I did curse a little bit too much, but it was like, why'd you block? You blocked me. You're done. Like, bro, this dude act like nearly going on 40 years old, bro. Going on 40, talking about you ducking me. I don't like what you say in your streams. Like, oh my god, what a weenie. Anyway, we'll take care of it once and for all. Shout outs to my man Vark. Thank you for the big $15 dono. It's unfortunate the stream is unlisted on Nintendo Prime's channel. That's fine. Send me the link, Minato. Send me the link to it. But I can see why Nintendo Prime unlisted it. There's no point. It was just me and him. It was just me yapping the whole time. Me cooking him the whole time. So, like, what's the point of having that public? There's no point. It serves no purpose. There was no good debate. There was no real debate. It was a massacre. It was an absolute slaughter. So... Let's see here. You debating again? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna see if he'll debate. The same guy me and Prime debated last year. But I have, like I said, I have some requirements. No AI. No AI. Cameras on. No lying. Those are the 3 requirements. No making up fake things like you do this without actually saying, okay, like you know the definition, you know what you're talking about. Like you got to actually have logical bullet points and stuff to debate and talk about, not just you brainwash people. What's the definition of brainwashing? I don't know. None of that. Like, and that stuff is very easy to root out. So as long as he agrees to no baseless accusations or no baseless type of things, that's fine. And as long as he on camera and no AI. No using AI to look up answers. Google search is fine, but no AI. Research is fine, but no AI. No like putting it into like an AI machine and spitting out answers. Like if you want to Google something, you can Google something like the fact check, but no AI on camera and no false accusations, you know, respectful, and I'll do it. Let's see. Nah, it's just the Nintendo Prime's habit of unlisting streams. Yeah. OJ, I'll debate you on Warframe story. It's better than Mass Effect. We need to do that debate. But I haven't experienced all Warframe stories, so I can't debate. I can't in good faith debate that though. I would love to hear your side though. So yeah, man. Warframe story is mad confusing to follow right now. Yeah, of course, this is just the sneaky getting you to play through it so you can come prepared. It's going to take a while to play through all the story, though, right? Like, I haven't played it in forever. Okay, I'll debate you on Gauntlet Dark Legacy should be remade ASAP. All right, let's do that. Deity Contra. Why should... Y'all give me your best debates. How about that? Y'all give me your best debates here. Let's do a little mini debate right now. Deity Contra. Why? I don't think that game is that great. I think it's just average. Why do you think that game in 200 characters less should be brought back? Go ahead and, or if you want to do it in more characters, you can type it out like on a notepad and see if you can split it up into 2 separate messages or something. I want to hear it. Why do you think that game should be brought back? What's up, Mega Lee? Let's see, not yet getting everything bought and set up first. What are you talking about, Wise Choice Gaming? Says Prime unlist them because he's greedy and he wants people to pay $10 a month to be able to watch them outside of the Want to see the previous shows? Pay up, brokies. Shout outs to Prime. He's the homie, man. Everybody got their own business thing. Some people don't like what I do here when it comes to like some of this stuff. So You know, it is what it is. You know, some people, you know, everybody got different business models. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Well, want to start off the fact that the crowd fighting arcade games like that need to be brought back due to how unreal it was, and it did sell a decent amount of copies, around the million or so. Okay. Your stream setup? Well, what about your stream setup? Not yet. I'm getting everything about out. Okay, are you gonna start streaming? Is that what you're saying? It was one of the best co-op ever. LOL. The memories of playing with friends all night on the 90s was just top tier. I'll take a port with online play. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that, Deity Contra. I played Gauntlet with my homies. There were times that we played it all night. So yeah, I agree. I do. But I don't know if it's one of the greatest of all time. But I will say it was a memorable thing that I remembered playing Gauntlet, you know, with the homies back in the day. I got tired of it though. We kept on getting cooked too, like towards the end, like mid to end of the game. But okay, I feel you on that one. Any other gaming debates that you guys have that you disagree with me on? I want to hear it. I want to hear it. You guys let me know, and we can have a little talk on that one. We can have a little talk. Also, big love. We got to do the further than beyond. We got to do the platinum, 2 times platinum. Shout outs to Varkster. My man's been going crazy today, so I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Varkster. Let's get that limit break going on the stream. Let's go. Let's see here. But the difference between those, it should be brought back with a robust online for more than 3 to 4 players, more enemies. Send Ed Boon bang. Okay. I mean, I would bring up the Xenoblade X ending again, but I also think that's too subjective to debate. Yeah, and I don't want to have any spoilers too. But yeah, that's a little subjective. Like but I understand where you're coming from. I like it because it can set up what's happening in the future, but I know how some people might not like it because you wanted maybe it to be with more intact with like where they were, you know, and building something there. So I get that, you know, I 100% get that, you know. So I 100% get that. Silk Song over Dread all day. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Okay. So, listen. I get Silk Song over Dread. The content, the difficulty, the controls, the music, the vibe, all of that is very good in Silk Song. And it's hard to argue against the content in Silk Song. It really is. It's hard to argue against like the value of Silk Song. So I'm not mad at if you like Silk Song more. That's fair. I think that's fair. But what I think is maybe not a little fair is that Metroid Dread is a supremely more quality in terms of production than Hollow Knight Silk Song. So while they took their time, and obviously a very long time, in order to build out that whole game and everything, for a game like Metroid Dread, you don't want to play it for 50 to 100 hours or however long Silk Song is. It would get so tiring. It's not a Souls game. It's a Metroid game. It's not a Metroidvania game. It's a Metroid game, you know? So you would get tired of playing it for that distance that you play Silk Song. For what Metroid Dread is, it's a very unique and interesting game that you can look at the rest of the industry. Obviously, you know, you have other games that maybe are as good as Silk Song or not, the 2D Metroidvania type of game, and Castlevania and stuff. But who makes a quality like Metroid Dread in a 2D side-scrolling game? Like, who does that? So I would say that while Silk Song is great and it's probably maybe it's better, I would say that the uniqueness of Metroid Dread within the space, to me, puts it up there at the same, if not better. In some ways, you know, because like I said, look at the quality, look at what they're trying to do, look at the graphical quality of the game, look at obviously the level design, obviously way more variation between, like, I mean, Silk Song is really just different color backgrounds, like it has some nice details in some places, but really very simplistic, whereas Metroid Dread has really highly detailed backgrounds. It's, you know, it's a 3D game. It's a 2D on a 2D plane, but it's actually like a 3D. It's fully rendered in 3D. Like you can, like the camera rotates, right, when you're shooting, like the Emmys. So the game is rendered out in 3D, and there's like 3D parts in it, obviously, you know? So if you look at that, plus like the story on top of that, like the Raven Beak, the twist at the end and everything, sure, Silksong has a great story and it has a great for what it is, but I think Metroid Dread just kind of hits for the type of game that it is. But once again, I understand like the Silksong better argument. Like I get that. You get tons of content, you get great gameplay, you get a lot of upgrades, you get so much cool stuff, but like I said, Metroid Dread is so unique within the space that it's in, you know, so unique within the space. And I know that you like Metroid Dread a lot. I know that you do. I remember that was a debate that we had before, right? So I get it. I'm not saying that it's wrong to have that opinion, you know? Dread is perfectly paced with very few low points. Silksong is being so expansive, has some crazy low points and a lot of filler padding. I love Silksong, but I prefer Dread. Yeah, and I think that's really what you're looking at here. Silksong seems to have a lot of like literally built-in rage bait. Like, and I get it, it's like a Souls type Metroidvania thing. It's supposed to be difficult, but it has a lot of runbacks where you just, for some reason, you just gotta trek across the same place that you already trekked across. It has a lot of time wasting stuff in the game, you know, which is just boring. I don't think I ever felt kind of bored with playing through Dread. It felt like the craziest roller coaster, and it felt, despite it not having as many upgrades and things, it felt more in depth than Silksong because of the types of enemies, the AI. Like the AI in Silksong is like the regular standard AI is just basic, you know, aggressive type AI. It's not really much, but like the Emmys had their own, like that type of programming to get the Emmys to all react differently and to hunt Samus down in those zones. That stuff was crazy. That was some crazy stuff. And then the mechanics of, you know, Nintendo doesn't do this very often, but hey, you get 2 shots. If you get caught by an Emmy, you get 1 counter attempt. If you miss that one, the next one you're done. You know, that's terrifying. Whereas obviously like the thing with, you know, Silksong, it's more just like, okay, it's a really tough boss, right? So I get it. I get the argument on both sides. I mean, like I said, I would take Dread, but Silksong's also good. Monat Unit, thank you for the tune-in tier pledge, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Thank you so much for the tune-in tier pledge. Lego. Also like hard games, but I like a game that feel like you give different options and more fair. Yeah. At the end of the day, both games are well made. That's true. Both games are very well made. I agree with that, Carlos. I think the stealth parts of Dread were the worst parts, to be honest. Slowed the game down too much. What stealth parts are you talking about? Are you talking about the Emmy parts? Is that what you're talking about? Like what stealth parts are there? I see it. That's your point. Okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah, exactly. If Silksong had different modes, I'd put another one and enjoyed it. Okay, if it had different modes. Wait, is Nintendo Prime actually here? Wait a minute, hold up. I think CEO of Greatest, I think he's watching, I think Prime has a stream up too. I think you put in the wrong chat. Shout outs to Prime. Yo, ask him a question. Hey, ask him how he's doing. I don't have his stream up. That's awesome though. I know people watch multiple streams though. That's happened before with people, so it's all good. I appreciate him still being around. Like, you know, Prime stream is fun too. Yeah, the Emmy parts of the game. Yeah, those aren't stealth parts. Those aren't actually stealth. Those are like, that's like fear.
My argument is that Kirby and the Forgotten Land should have been an 89 to a 90 on Metacritic. It probably would have been if it was 60 FPS with the DLC a lot earlier.
If you put 60 FPS on the Switch 1 with the extra, I mean, it didn't need the DLC though. Like it didn't, because there's plenty of post-game content with Kirby. But I think that it gets at 89 to 90 if they have a hard mode from the very beginning. And if instead of just waiting for the end of the game and then it's hard, like a hard mode from the very beginning, and then they also have 60 FPS, it would have been like a high 80s, 90 game with those two things. But yeah, the Emmy parts, shout outs to Justin, thank you for the 3. The Emmy parts aren't stealth. The Emmy parts are, that's like a horror game. That's not stealth because you're trying to get away from them. You're running. Stealth is like, you're just like, it's like, that's like Metal Gear. And like, Metroid Dread never plays like Metal Gear. I mean, yeah, you have like a stealth component, like, hey, don't get in the vision of the enemy. But it's not really a stealth game, really, at all. There's not really any, like, real stealth stuff. You do have a camo that's like stealth, like, oh, you can camouflage, but I would say it's more of like a horror aspect than it is a stealth game, in my opinion. Because you're never really trying to, like, you're just trying to get away from them. You know, you're running away. You're not necessarily just, like, hiding behind corridors and, you know, doing all that type of stuff. You're just kind of waiting or trying to out-tricking them or just baiting them to go to one spot, then running around and going there, you know? So I wouldn't really call it stealth, in my opinion, at least. Like, I would say, like, a stealth game or something, like, stealth would be like Metal Gear. That'd be, like, the stealth, like real stealth gameplay. I don't think Metroid Dread has that, really. Are there news on, is there news on Metroid Dread? No news yet, no, nothing new right now, Minmar. So nothing there right now. But eventually, you do get the ability to destroy the Emmys. So you do get the ability to destroy the Emmys, so you can go throughout that zone without having to worry about them. So, see, the only stealth in Dread is sneaking to the bathroom after an accidental dookie in your pants in the section. I don't know if it ever got that far for me. You know, I don't know if definitely a little bit of a clenching, but no actual going through with it. You know what I'm saying? No actual going through, man. Oh man, good stuff though. Good stuff. This is how can you watch 2 streams at the same time? I mean, you could just have both streams on, then you can just have them both on and have like one higher than the other, or if you're listening in, you can just kind of be listening to see what somebody says something more interesting. So. Are you planning to watch any of the upcoming gaming direct showcases? Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch and stream all of them. Everyone that I can, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stream everyone that I can, so absolutely. So Asha Sharma on Twitter just said this. So Cobra on Xbox says Xbox will continue to show competitive platform logos at upcoming Xbox Games Showcase. I feel like the bare minimum expectation many had was for Xbox to really focus on their own platform, at least for the time of the showcase. So Asha Sharma, the CEO of Xbox, came out and responded to him and said, seeing the feedback on logos, it was a miss, and I own it. We are talking about how we adjust for future Xbox shows. This is honestly, this is the problem with Xbox. This is the problem with Xbox. The CEO is looking at the feedback of logos being shown for the platforms that you're putting out the games on. You're literally putting the game out on the platform and you're worried about logos being shown or not. It makes zero sense. It makes zero sense. To be Microsoft can't win doing this. This is a no-win situation with Microsoft. It honestly is. It's a no-win situation because you have games that are going to come to PlayStation. A lot of them that are going to come to PlayStation. You have games that are going to come to maybe Nintendo. Obviously, they put out some. You have some on there. Give me 1 second, guys. You have, you clearly have this situation with these games, and you want to sell these games, you need to make money. The Xbox Series X is not selling. The Xbox Series S is not selling. These systems are selling awful. The system sales are so bad. They are so bad. It's to the point to where if you announce them, it would be the biggest joke. Nobody's buying these systems. What is the focus on the Xbox systems for again? Like, what benefit when you've already made the games? You've already made the games. You know they're coming. You know Fable's coming on PlayStation. You know whatever, Gears or Halo is coming on PlayStation. What's the point of hiding the logo? What does that do? If Nintendo ever went multi-platform with their own content plus Xbox or PlayStation, just show the logo. You're just doing yourself a disservice if you're trying to sell more. You're just getting it less attention on where people can buy the game. If you're already going to make it on there, what's the point of removing the logo? It's just hardcore Xbox guys just still upset at the direction. So that's really what it comes down to, man. That's really what it comes down to, man. It makes Xbox fans happy for an hour or two. I mean, I guess, yeah, like for the hour or two, then they see the box and they see the game. It's coming to everything. Like, I don't know, man. Like, to me, that's weird. The fact that she's going there. And, I want to read what Gaz. Shout outs to Gaz. He's awesome. And he says, "Is this just about keeping up appearance, i.e., logos, or are we actually going to see you explore actual policy changes that prevent the brand from being diluted to not?" That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a good question. What do logos do? Logos don't do anything. You know, all that does is give people more questions to say, is it coming out on PlayStation? I'll wait for the PlayStation version. It doesn't do anything. In my opinion, if you're going to make the game on the system and you know when it's coming out and it's going to be day and date, go ahead and just show the logo. Go ahead and just show the logo. There's no point in hiding it, in my opinion, you know? There's no point in hiding it. Microsoft thought they cooked with Xbox Raw Ally. They got cooked. They thought they cooked, but they got cooked. Ain't nobody buying that either. Like, you know, I'm not taking random Twitter posts as sales news, by the way, too. Like, if you have Twitter posts saying, "Oh, look at all these people that bought a Steam Deck," or "Look at all these people that bought a ROG Ally," I need actual sales data or numbers. Like when I say, "Oh, look at all these Japanese people that are buying a Switch 2 before the price increase," Twitter does that, but then we get the sales numbers to back it up. Or if I say, "Oh, Pocopia is having a big sales increase," then we get the NPD numbers, then we get Nintendo's own sales numbers that show that there was an increase. So it's like, I'm no longer just taking, trust me, dude, like, trust me, bro, on sources, or just, randoms on Twitter say it. I'm not taking that anymore. That's not a justification for something doing well just because people on Twitter saw it. Like, that's fine. It can be, circumstantial evidence, but I also need to see actual real evidence, We're at the stage of where Halo comes to PS5, but an appearance change would saving the brand or something. That's what I'm saying. Like, Halo's going to be on PS5, if Xbox is trying to be a platform holder, it doesn't make sense to promote other platforms. That's true, but it seems like they don't know what they want to do at this point with this transition. They don't know what they want to do. And on top of that, they're making games on PlayStation. So, I mean, they need to actually make exclusives. Or they need to say every single exclusive that we have is going to be a timed exclusive. It's going to come out first on Xbox because we're going to prioritize, timed exclusivity. And then it's going to come out 6 months later, or it's going to come out a year later. And you need to say it every single time. Like, if you're going to do stuff like that. Otherwise, like I said, you're just going to get people wondering, where's the PlayStation version? I'll wait for the PlayStation version. All sorts of stuff, So So that's the thing. That's the issue, man. That's the problem with this. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on. Um, yo, is Rax here? Is Rax the Great here? I don't know if Rax is here. Oh, okay, this Rax. Sorry, the Rax right above you. I will get a Switch 2 before September. Yeah, I would definitely get one before September because if you don't get one before then, obviously the price is going up. PC handhelds are dead. PC handhelds are completely dead, you know? Completely dead at this point. I do want to go over some more crash outs when it comes to the whole Valve situation. I got another one here as well. Um, oh, this was funny right here, man. Tim Sweeney. Look at what he had to say when it comes to the Steam Deck, and people in the comments section are ripping him apart. He's like the epic guy, Unreal Engine. Um, and he says everyone's being too harsh here. Okay, so Pirate Nation put up this, and he says this might be the biggest Valve L in years. Steam machines were supposed to be affordable console alternatives, not premium PCs. If the Steam machine launches at 1500, I don't think too many people will buy it. It's wild that PS5 Pro is cheaper than a 1 TB OLED version of the Steam Deck. Valve pricing has completely lost the plot. That's being honest. That's like a PC schizo. That's being honest with this audience. That is an honest thing. People like to sit there and forget that they were supposed to be, that's what the Steam Deck was introduced for, to be a cheaper, affordable option to get into the mix for PC gaming. Not to be something that's more expensive than a full-on console like the PS5 Pro. That was not the move right there, and Steam Deck's weaker than like everything in this picture. Steam Deck's weaker than everything in this picture. So I think that's the problem that we're dealing with. So that's the right take from a PC schizo. That's being honest, like an honest, So then Tim Sweeney, who's the Epic Games founder and CEO, he's actually getting absolutely bodied here, and he says everyone's being too harsh here. There's been a significant rise in the cost of components that Steam customer spending ultimately funds, and economic trends that have created severe disruptions in the component parts supply chain for mega yachts. Oh my gosh, that last part here. The Steam customer spending ultimately funds, and economic trends that have created severe disruptions in the component parts supply chains for mega yachts. Tim Sweeney is like I think he's a billionaire too, though. So it's like, if he wanted a mega yacht, he could get one. I'm pretty sure Tim Sweeney's like either a super multimillionaire or a billionaire himself. So that was a funny little job. It was a funny little jab. But people in the comment section were ripping him alive. Like, they were ripping him alive, man. Um, instead of dunking on Gaben, how about you invest in your money to making a launcher that doesn't run like ish and doesn't beg me to log in to every bleeping second? So yeah, people were ripping him up. This tweet pisses me off bad. Why are you talking like one of us? But you're also a billionaire who laid off 1,000 employees this year. Yeah, that's true. Shout outs to Kevin with the $2. Says I'm currently playing and testing games on apps and getting paid for it. I call it the perfect side hustle. That's a great side hustle, actually. For those who don't know, you can test out games and apps and get paid for it. There's plenty of places where you can do that. Perfect side hustle for some extra video game cash or some extra cash on the side. I used to do that actually a little bit back in the day, like before PlayerEssence really kind of went. I kind of did that every now and then. But it was like gift cards though back then. But I can use those gift cards like to get like food or to get supplies and stuff. Um, so that's the funny thing. So then you have people saying Tim Sweeney net worth estimated at 5.1 billion, As of May 28, 2026, this figure comes from Forbes Real-Time Billionaires list, where he ranks around 835 to 837. So yeah, he's a billionaire too. That could, I mean, he probably has a mega yacht. He just didn't announce it, like, or he probably just doesn't care about mega yachts. But I mean, like, he probably has a lot of stuff that's like super high priced too. So, like, he's kind of mega yacht. But I think it was really just a joke. I think it was more just a joke than anything, but still, like, you know, he's also a billionaire too. I'm also that Tim also raised the prices of virtual currency. He did. He definitely raised the prices of virtual currency. I agree. But that Steam Deck price increase was crazy though. Let's be real though. Let's keep it a buck. That Steam Deck price increase was crazy, bro. It was crazy. But yeah, I mean, Bo said the same thing here too, man. He's like, he said, this is all, like, I agree with this take, man. When it comes to like Xbox and the whole logo thing, this is a good take. Says this is all so goofy. Can Xbox, gotta spell it right, fans not handle seeing other platform logos? It's not like this changes if it's releasing on PS5 or Switch 2. That's what I'm saying. Like, what does seeing a logo do? Like, it doesn't do anything, you know? It doesn't do anything at all. It doesn't really do anything. So yeah, it's one of those things to where I don't think that changes anything. But hey, you know, it is what it is, right? So if the logos is what is gonna make you guys think it's for real or it's not for real or it's this or it's that or whatever, then that's fine. Then Logo Simulator 3000, you know, let it be the logos. Let it be the logos. We also have some updates as well. Remember, guys, if you're picking up Stray on the Switch 2, the free upgrade isn't being applied, so just hold out for the patch or the update or whatever, and that's going to happen to where Stray, you get a free update. If you have the game on Switch 1, you'll get it on Switch 2 for free. Also, Rayman Legends Retold. We've got that. That's apparently going to be $40, and there's going to be a physical edition planned for the Switch 2. Now, I don't know if it's going to be a game keycard or regular physical edition, like on cart, but we'll see about that. So Rayman Legends Retold, a remake of Rayman Legends, one of the better 2D platformers from the PS3, 360 slash Wii U slash PS4, Xbox One era. So it's actually a pretty good game. I think it's rated like 92 on the Wii. It originally came out like, you know, I think in 2013. There was a whole controversy with that game too. Like when it came out, it was going to be a Wii U exclusive, but then it started selling so trash. Ubisoft was like, yeah, it's not just going to be a Wii U exclusive. We're going to port it over to Xbox and PlayStation because Wii U's selling terrible. But then they delayed it, and then the developers were just release it now. You know, they were kind of protesting just to release it, and Ubisoft was like, nah, we're waiting. And ultimately, I think it ended up doing pretty good on the Wii U. It might have done best or tied, but yeah, that was a whole shenanigan, you know. Let's see. Do you think Sharma is a good CEO? I mean, she just started, so it's hard to tell if she's a good CEO or not. It's hard to say if she's a good CEO because she just started. So I have to give her some time, you know. Give her some time. We'll see how she does in the next year or two. Nobody has ever beat Nintendo at handhelds. Valve is just the latest to fail. Yeah, Nintendo's undefeated. That's the thing. Nintendo's undefeated. The closest anybody ever got was the PSP, and that still wasn't even close. The DS outsold it by double. So like the closest platform to ever to ever challenge this Switch or Nintendo was the PSP, and even that got doubled up on. So about doubled up on, you know. So Gambit Zero with the big $20 dono. Yo, let's go. He says, I'm shocked these Steam dudes think a 111 billion CEO will take a pay cut. That yacht needs gas. Sad part is that Crazy still bought the deck at those dookie butter prices. Appreciate you as always. Nah, that's just IGN, and that's just fake. That's just, I mean, I hate to say fake news, but that's just fake news, bruh. Let me tell you the reason why it's fake news. People didn't buy it at that price. Valve ain't trying to sell it. When I do my video, I'm going to show you guys my actual real video that I have, like my real video where I talk about this. Valve didn't have any, they don't want to sell it. This system's dead, bro. This system is cooked. This system is Homelander. It is dead. It is buried. Its reign is over, bro. Valve is moving on. They are moving on. It's done. They might be moving on from hardware just in general. People can't see the opening signs, bro. You do not price a crusty Steam Deck OLED at $1,000. That is at your Valve is not dumb. Gabe Newell's not dumb. This price just says it's dead. They're just simply offering it for like the select few. It's almost like a Ferrari dealer. You know what I'm saying? Not that Ferraris are dead, but it's a customized, specialized thing for a very small amount of people that are willing to spend the money on it. This thing is cooked, bro. It's done. It's done. It's not, there is no real future for Steam Deck. And if there is, it's going to be a specialized thing that only a few people are that are going to buy. There is no, because remember guys, we're going into this thinking that the Steam Deck was supposed to be the competitive place to enter the market, console gaming, right? A console form factor, handheld thingy, the ease of a console that's not a PC, an entry-level thing to compete with Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, and all that. That's what it was. At $1,000 for the high-end one, because it's all digital, so you probably want the most memory that you can get. At $1,000, or at $800 pretty much with tax, that's not it. You're not gonna get people with that. When they had them available and they sold out, how many did they actually have? 1,000, 2,000, 3,000? And it's probably just going to be people that scalp them anyway, because it's going to be hard to find. So sure, if you want someone that really wants a Steam Deck, you can probably jack the price up for it, you know? So I think that's really what it comes down to, guys. It's a facade. It's fake. This system is not in high demand. It's not, but there's no units. It's been years. It's not at a high, it's not like you're selling out because it's in such high demand. It's because you're not producing any units. There's no money to be made. And Valve is a business just like every other business at the end of the day. So really, that's what it comes down to. They didn't have any units. They barely had any. Now, if they actually announced sales numbers and said, oh man, we shipped 150,000 of them. We shipped and they sold out near instantly. Or we shipped 200 or 300 or a million, like other systems, then I'd be like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? But that didn't happen. We all know this system flopped. The Steam Deck is a failure. People just don't want to admit it. But don't worry, I'll say it in a video where you guys can hate me. The Steam Deck is a failure. It's another hardware failure from Valve. Plain and simple. That's really what it comes down to. Just like the Steam Link, just like the first Steam controller, just like the first Steam machine, it's a flop. Valve is a great company. They're a great studio. They're a great, you know, they do great things. They have a great platform, but they flopped in hardware again. A $1,000 Steam Deck does not even make sense. It is quite possibly the worst device to buy at that price. Even at $800, that is a trash device to buy. I do not recommend that at all. For $800, no way. Like I said, unless, once again, unless you want to tinker and you just want to steal games or emulate all day, then okay, maybe it might be decent for that. But there are other devices for that too. So that's kind of how I feel on that one. Shout outs to my man. I don't really like that one as much. Euphoria. I don't really like that Ridge Racer music. Can you for the thumbnail have the picture of the basketball player doing the choking motion to put the Steam Deck? Okay, so I have a couple ideas, right? For you guys can help me with the thumbnail. I have a couple ideas for the thumbnail. So do you guys know the meme? This meme right here. Let me show you guys. I'm gonna let you guys look at the memes, and then when you see the meme, then maybe you'll be able to visualize what would be better on a thumbnail. So the first meme that we're gonna look at is hold up, give me 1 second here. So the first meme we're gonna look at is let's see here. So the first meme is the Dylan Brooks. So you got two rivals. You got LeBron James, who's a basketball player, and you got Dylan Brooks, who hates LeBron James. Does not like him at all, you know? So here's the first meme. I'm going to let you guys spot the meme here. Remember, this guy, and this is an elimination game. OKC is up 3-0 on the Lakers. They don't really have a chance of winning. So We're gonna take a look. We're gonna take a look at this. We're gonna take a look at this meme. What do you guys think about this one? What should be on the thumbnail? Let me see here. Okay, there's the game. Let me get to the part. So LeBron's on the free throw line. Let me see the part where they show him. All right, here we go. So yeah, here we go. So LeBron's on the free throw line. He can see him, and he shows up to obviously a game where they're gonna get eliminated, right? They're gonna get eliminated. So his rival shows up. So that's the setup for this meme.
Yeah, the whistle goes a little different, and also too, as we continue to talk about on all our broadcasts together, it's the team that brings the physicality when they start the game. That's
just like this is perfect. He's got the ice. He's dressed in all black. You dress in all black when you go to the funeral, right? You go to the funeral, you dress in all black. So this meme is freaking hilarious. Like, this dude looking like a GTA villain right now. He looking like a GTA, like a budget Temu GTA villain right now. The braids and all that, looking like a off-brand Ice-T from NWA in 1989. Yeah, he's doing his little giggle with the. He don't even wear a grill. I've never even seen him with the grill. Oh my gosh, this is great.
Whistle goes a little different, and also too, as we continue to talk about on all our broadcasts together, it's the team that brings the physicality. When they
He's looking right at him. Of course, he had to get the seat right behind there, bro. He don't even wear a grill. I ain't never seen him with the grill. All of a sudden, he show up with the. He show up with the grill. Oh my God! So that was great. That's meme number one. So should that be on the thumbnail? Or then we got this one too. Then we got Chocopot. I like to call this Chocopotamus. Let's see here. I think it's Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton choke. So this is the second meme right here. You choked. This is you choked meme. So they were down in the game. They were actually in this is the setup for this meme was this team, the New York Knicks, they were up. They were up big. And then the Pacers came back to beat them. So we're going to look at the shot here. So the Pacers came all the way back. They were up big, though. And then they let this happen. Step back. And bounced in. And they You chokers! I think let's hold up. Let's see. There we go. It's the choke. You choked. I think they show. Do they show Reggie in this one? Do they show Reggie in this one? I don't think they show Reggie.
Sure, he got all the way behind the line.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
And he tried to give your choke sign to the Knicks, and the game's not over.
Wow.
That's it.
That toe on the line. Yep.
It shouldn't be me pointing at Gaben. Me pointing at Gaben and just you choked. So I mean, you got Chocopotamus versus GTA villain, GTA or funeral. You know, funeral or Chocopotamus. They're both good. I should probably make both, and then put it in the thumbnail and see what people think is the better one. They're both hilarious. So I'm thinking I should go with the newer one though. The newer memes are always better. I mean, the choke meme, this was last year. This was like a year ago or so. So I think the Dylan Brooks the funeral meme is pretty good, you know? Yeah, I'm leaning towards the funeral meme because it's newer. But we could do both. We could do both, and we can see what happens there, you know? The villain one seems appropriate. The villain one is absolutely hilarious though, man. I cannot stop laughing at this. It's It's just so funny. It's just so funny that he shows up 3-0 and he's just
Yeah, the whistle goes a little different. And also, too, as we continue to talk about on all our broadcasts together, it's the team.
Why is he laughing?
When they start the game, that's the way the refs are going to call the game. And the Oklahoma City.
He's just like giggling. The giggling is just the best, dude.
And also, too, as we continue to talk about on all our broadcasts together, it's
You got this bald dude. You got this bald guy right next to him. You know, this bald fat guy right next to him right there. He's smiling too. Looking like King Hippo right there. Black King Hippo right next to him. So he laughing to that. I think that kind of makes it funny too. Bald. Out here looking like Bald Bull, American Bald Bull, African Bald Bull. Let's see here. Persona 4 Heaven, chill vibes when you can. If you don't mind the Persona, the best Persona game. Yes, sir. I'll get that for you. Man, so I'll probably go with Dylan the Villain. But you know, the Halliburton choke is great. We got to do something. We got to do something. The choke, the choke makes sense too, because you blew it. The choke. But it's also like we're showing up at the Steam Deck's funeral. So I mean, they never really choked it because they were never up. You know what I'm saying? Like they were never, that would imply that the Steam Deck was up at some point, and it never was. It was never up at any point. I did use the choke meme for what was it for? It was for like when you guys like when they fail. I think it was when people failed to the Switch 2 did really well and people failed like to bury it. So I was like, you guys had it all in your y'all were up. Y'all had your misinformation, y'all had your boycotts, y'all had your drop the price, y'all had everything going, but you blew it. Because even your biggest warriors went out there and bought it. Mutahar, he was a guy that was sitting there telling that it was trash, that he's not gonna buy it, that it's bad, that it's this and that. Then he went out there and bought it day one. Your biggest, you blew it. You choked. I'm pointing at you, Mutahar. Oh, you choked. But I mean, like I said, congratulations on all the money that they made. I will say this: the hustle on Switch 2 false grifting and misinformation was generational. Some people make generational wealth. And I mean that in the YouTube terms of generational wealth and not real generational wealth like Mr. Beast, but like YouTube clickbait video game generational wealth. Some of y'all made thousands, okay, off of that. So I do gotta give the hand. I gotta clap it up for the Switch 2 grifters, liars, clickbaiters. Y'all definitely made bank. I gotta give it to you. Y'all made bank on that. You know, y'all. I mean, it's not as easy anymore. You can't fool people now that the system's out and people are seeing what's going on. But I mean, I gotta give them credit for what they did before. That was impressive. That was impressive. All right, let's see here. The best Persona music. Persona 4. Shout outs to Varcher. Thank you for the 5, man. I appreciate that. Save the choke theme for Sony or Microsoft. You know what? I don't know if we're gonna use the choke theme. Like I said, I don't really use basketball stuff much because a lot of people that watch my channel probably don't understand it. But the choking meme, that was so perfect because you knew, even if you didn't watch basketball, it looked hilarious because he was just like, like it just looked hilarious. And I think people got mad at that video when I made that video. I'm pretty sure, you know, Banana Guy and other, I think I might have, don't quote me 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure some people saw that video and they got mad at that video too, or they responded to that video. So they, like I said, man, it was definitely upset, man. It was definitely upset. So let's see. Hey man, I got an OC meme. I made a Steam Dorks Worshiping Gaming. There's a Discord. I mean, we have a private Discord, but hit me up on Twitter. You got Twitter? Just, you can send it to me on there, or you can email it to me as well. But send it to me on Twitter. Like, you can just tag me at PlayerEssence, and I'll see it for sure. So yeah, man. I completely forgot about the meme. Which meme are you talking about? What up, Captain Kingston? Let's see. How about LeBron's reaction to J.R. Smith? That's a good one, but it's old at this point, you know. It's old at this point. I think I'll probably just go with the. I can go with the Dylan. I'll do like a regular one, and I'll do like the Dylan Brooks one. Like I'll do like both. I'll do like a alternating. You know, like where you can test out both. Like you can have up to 3 thumbnails, that you could upload at any one time, and depending on just whenever YouTube feels like it, you'll get certain. You'll get it might change. You know, based on that. So. The guy next to him and the suit is having a hard time. Oh, he's just looking normally. Yeah, he's just chilling. Is it So it's pretty funny though. Pretty funny. Good stuff. Yo, D-Man, thank you for the two gifted memberships, man. Or the 2 gifted subs. Or 2 gifted jewels. Sorry, not subs. 2 gifted jewels. Also, big love to Vargster, man. Thank you for that 5 once again. Yo, very close. We out here. Almost at the 2 times platinum and a half. So so Nintendo is Dylan and the PS5 is the bald guy. Yeah, I would say in this case yes, because Steam Deck would get the most comparisons to Switch 2, because Switch 2 is a handheld hybrid platform, and Steam Deck is more in line with the Switch 2 than it is with the PS5. So the PS5 is definitely the fat bald guy that, you know what I'm saying, that put on a few too much pounds, shouldn't be talking, but also has a head, you know, but has a leg up as well, so he shouldn't be laughing, but he is. And then definitely Nintendo is definitely the Dylan Brooks, man, because at this point, I mean, yeah, we got kind of bodied. Dylan Brooks did get kind of bodied in the previous round against the Houston Rockets, but he's having the last laugh right now, at least, you know. So. Oh man. How about SGA with the Steam Deck and flopping? That'd be funny too, but once again, I think you got to be a really hardcore basketball fan to really understand that meme. You know. Saw your Switch 2 grip on Twitter. What's it called? Where'd you get it? It's called the Nixie Hyperion 3, and I got it from Amazon. So just type in Nixie Hyperion 3. It's also, if you go on my Twitter page, I actually put the full name of it on that post. So I ended up putting it up later. So it's on there as well. If you just go on that same post and look, I posted it underneath the first tweet. Let's see here. Do you think Ubisoft has done well with their games so far? I just wanted to hear your thoughts on it. I really enjoy Rayman Legends on Switch 1. I mean, they've done okay. I'm not a big Ubisoft fan. You emailed me, don't have Twitter. Okay, I'll check out the email right now then. You emailed me? All right, give me a second. Let me see if I can check out the email right now. Wait, hold up. Oh man, bro, no, this is legit hilarious, bro. This is legit. You got the boats in the background. You got I mean, these are not super yachts. I mean, they might be super yachts, but the boats, you gotta. Yo, is that a helicopter in the background? Got the valve, just the plug to the back of the back of the head, and then just the straight up, just the steam. You know, it's short and sweet. I mean, the funniest thing about this is because for the longest time, anytime if you just simply like a Nintendo game, you simply say something, you defend anything, even if it's factual or true, people would spam the "leave the multi-billion-dollar company alone" meme. They would spam that, and I've seen so many Nintendo fans, myself included, I've been lighting people up with the meme. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna use every bit of this now, because y'all been doing this to us for a hot minute. You can just say, oh, I like Mario, or oh, I think the Switch 2 is a good system. You'll have somebody spamming that meme underneath your post. So this feels good. Absolutely, I'd say absolutely, it's okay. Y'all got free reign, because they've been doing this to us for years, and that's just liking. Or if somebody says, oh, this game sucks, you say, oh no, I think it's pretty good. Or if you think, oh, I think this price is okay, if you just give your honest opinion on a video game, they'll spam that meme. Or if you just simply disagree with someone, if you just disagree and think that Nintendo did something okay, like and like I said, I've done this with Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, everybody. If you simply just disagree and want to have a conversation, people will spam that meme on you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, use it. I'd say dude, use it, because people have been doing the same thing, bro, to us for a hot minute. So yeah, man, it's hilarious, bro. Yo, Rockster, what's going on with the 100 Aussie? What are you doing, brother? Oh my gosh. So, dude, you guys got to give some big love to Varkster, man. He is absolutely on a tear tonight. Yo, Varkster. Thank you so much, man. Seriously, you're awesome. Like I said, we're gonna get that. I don't know, the whole thing with the. Did you message me on Discord, or you? Oh, you emailed me. Okay, so then I'm gonna send you back. I'm gonna find your username, and then we're gonna get the what's it called going, the Warframe stream going. Dude, you are goated, brother. Seriously, thank you so much, man. You are running the stream right now. Give me some music to play, man. Give me some music to play so I can get you going here with that, bro. Thank you so much, Varkster. Lit up, Liddy in the hizzy. Yo, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support. Like always, Varkster, you are goated, brother. Anyway, trying to hide a small yacht in the thumbnail. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I have this one other guy that I watch. I really like his thumbnails, man. Like, I want to start doing commentary, and this dude does really good. Like when my boy gets a bit older and I can get an editor. I know Dior's here. Yo, Dior, how much are they paying you for, like, when you graduate and you... Let's just talk about it right now. We don't got to talk everything, but how much do they pay you, like, for your job market? Like, what are they paying you, like, starting out? Like, how's the job security, and, like, what are they paying you starting out? Like, if you were to get a job in your field as soon as you graduate, Dior. Like, just hypothetically speaking. You don't got to say what you do or where you're at. I just want to know, you know, like, how much are they paying you? So, yo, Varkster is the GOAT, man. He has been, like I said, super helpful tonight. We've had a crazy JoJo Friday because of Varkster. You know what I'm saying? We've had a crazy JoJo Friday because of him. So I appreciate that, man. I really do appreciate it. Let's see here. What's your taxes and pay stubs? No, I don't want to know personal information. I just want to know how much he would be paid. So, like, I don't want to, like, if I need an editor, right? Like, I don't want to say, oh, work for me, but you ain't even making what you would make when it comes to, like, getting a job. Because, like, for those who don't know, Dior got a full ride scholarship. You know, Dior has a full ride scholarship. Like, so, like, obviously he's there for something. So, but I mean, like I said, I want, like, if I get an editor, I want somebody that I trust that knows my content in and out. But I want to see, you know, like, you know, like, what his job, I just want to know, like, how much they would pay. Like, if he, no, not his social security. I just want to know how much they would pay if he got a job in his field. That's it. Let's see. OJ, you got confused by the dono and forgot to read. Okay, my bad. Did I not read it? Okay, I did get confused by it. Sorry, I got tripped up. So OJ, I have to keep asking. But when will you call Reggie and ask him to make a new trauma team in Endless Ocean? Thanks in advance. Bro, I'm gonna actually email him right now. I'm gonna put him on the celly. We gotta put him on the celly, man. Oh wait, those are his actual yachts for that? Oh, okay, cool. I did not know that. those are actually for the meme that we looked at. Those are actually his yachts. Okay, I didn't know that. I did not know that. Shout outs to my man Varkster, like always. We are going super further than beyond. Oh, why is this so loud? Okay, there we go. Yo, further than beyond. Let's go. Combo breaks. Triple platinum. Yes, I'm gonna listen. Varkster, for you, brother. We're gonna let him know. You gotta let Reggie know what's going on. I gotta ask him. Yo, Reggie, I need you to do me a favor. I'm gonna need a new Trauma Team, and I'm gonna need a new Endless Ocean. You know, I need both of those from you, Reggie. Come on, Reggie, give us Trauma Team. Thanks for your thoughts on Ubisoft earlier. I had some very mixed opinions on them. Yeah, Ubisoft is like Ubisoft. They're like whatever. So you know, whatever. Yo, Peck. Yo, Big Peck in the house. Hey, what up, Big Peck? Somebody asked a JoJo question on JoJo Friday. Hey, I like that. You guys can ask JoJo questions on JoJo Friday. And he says, favorite JoJo's stand. I'm a big fan of part 7. Outside of that part, Jolene Cujo stand design has been a favorite of mine. Thanks for the quality Nintendo news. Can't wait for Fortune's Weave. Yeah. I like Giorno. He's my favorite. So I think I like his. Or I really like Star Platinum, actually. I don't like Jotaro the most because I think you can't treat your mom the way that he did. That just made me not like him. I like the anime. I like the show that he's in, but what that he called his mom that, no, I don't care if it's fake or not. And his mom's great. She's a sweet woman. You know, she's a sweet lady. So the fact that he called his mom the B word, that right there made me say, screw this guy. Like, I hated him. You can't do that. That would get you murdered in my country. that would get you. Oh my gosh, that would get you. You wouldn't see the next day. But yeah, I like Star Platinum though. I like his stand. Shout outs though. Thank you so much, yo Peck, Big Peck back in the house. Hey, thank you for the big 20, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm gonna keep giving you guys the best RPG news and gaming news and Nintendo news that I can, man. No matter how many people get mad or get angry at that. Yo, shout outs, man. You guys are out here tonight. Yo, triple platinum and a half on the board, on the table. It's possible, man. It's possible. 10 more combos away. And of course, we got to get another JoJo in. JoJo Friday. JoJo's coming through. We out here. Let's go. I gotta go, OJ Ninja fam. Hey, take it easy, bro. Thanks for coming out to the stream, Dan Dips. Appreciate you, fam. Let's see. I would have had a face if I called my mom that. Yeah, exactly. There's no way. Simeon Corn with the 100 core crystal says, evening, OJ, just getting in. I'm not sure if you read my dono from yesterday's stream, but it's about the a Switch 2 case, and it's called is it Coops? I don't know how to say that. COO Co WPS. P3 from Rear Tier, and it's on sale on Amazon, so check it out. All right, for sure. When you get a chance, music request is Hyperzone Stage 2 theme. If you saw and read the dono from yesterday, I apologize. I brought it up again. I don't know. I don't think I did. I think I missed it. So my bad. My bad, Simeon Coin. Let me get your music though, my man. Did you ask for music last time? I don't think I read it though. I don't think I read it. Hyperzone Stage 2 theme. All right. Thank you so much for the support, like always, man. Shout outs to my brother Simeon Coin. I appreciate you. What up, peeps? Been here the whole time, but I was doing stuff. Hey, shout out Shikes. What's good, man? How you doing today? Can't wait for Fire Emblem release date in the Direct in 2 weeks. When do you guys think the Direct is gonna be? You think it's gonna? I think there's a possibility that the Direct is going to be. I'm gonna call the 17th or the 18th. So I'm gonna call like 17th or 18th of June, like a couple weeks after Summer Games Fest. So I think I'm gonna go 17th. I'm gonna go the 16th, 17th, or 18th, or maybe it could be. I don't think it's gonna be like the 9th, 10th, or 11th, but I think it's gonna be one of those 3 days: 16th, 17th, or 18th. 18th, if I can speak correctly. Oh yeah. If I didn't play the music for you, just give me another track. You don't have to donate again, Simeon Coin. Just give me another track and I got you. I could see it being the 11th of June. Yeah, I mean, it could be that for sure, too. Yeah, absolutely. It could be that, Bucci. If Persona 6 leak is real and it gets announced, do you think there'll be the Xbox showcase because of their weird cooperation? Yeah, I think it might be at that showcase, yeah. Are you going to watch Toy Story 5? No, I don't think I've seen the other Toy Story movies outside of Toy Story 1 and 2. I don't know if I watched the other ones. I might have, but I just didn't really pay attention. I think I saw Toy Story 3 on TV, but I just don't really care about Toy Story anymore, to be honest. I like Toy Story a lot though back in the day, like in the 90s or whatever when it came out. I was like, oh, Toy Story, you know, I was big into it, but I kind of just don't care. But to be honest, I kind of just grew out of movies a lot, just in general. I'm not a big movie guy. I do like TV show series, like Breaking Bad. I like, you know, The Boys. I like Invincible. I like anime, but I don't really like movies. I'm not a huge fan of just like singular movies. Like I mean, there's some good movies, but I don't watch a ton of movies. I really don't. It does not surprise me that you're still a big fan of animated movies, Nimlar. It does not surprise me at all. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I had the perfect meme for the Switch 2 being the cheaper system, but the creator took it down. What meme was it, Vatsant? What's your big 3 expectations for Summer Games Fest? I don't have any expectations for Summer Games Fest. That's the first mistake, is having any type of big expectations for Summer Games Fest. So I don't have any. Whatever they show, cool. From is still a really good show. Sucks that it's tied to MGM Plus in the US. Oh, okay. From. I don't know what show that is. I do not watch a ton of shows. It was the one with the Terry Crews singing to Ghost, the 1,000 Miles. Oh, I think, did I see that? I think I saw that. Yeah. Did the Vanessa, whatever her name is, did they take it down, or who took it down? Who was the copyright takedown from? That's funny, man. That is so funny. They said, nah, enough of that, man. Enough of that. Enough of that. Take that down right away. I don't know, but I had it for the longest time. Okay. Sometimes I wish certain parts of Naruto were movies just to have the Demon Slayer level of production. Yeah, Demon Slayer has a nice layer of production on it. It really does. But sometimes I think it's a little bit too much with Demon Slayer. But it's a much newer, I mean, it's a much newer anime. One of them was like in the, late 90s, early 2000s. The other one is like more new. What's Demon Slayer, like 2021 or 2010? 2020? I forgot exactly when Demon Slayer came out. But yeah, it's definitely newer compared to Naruto. So, yeah. So, are you going to stream the Mix Summer Games Fest online showcase? The Mix? I don't know what that is. I'm going to stream the Summer Games Fest, so if it's part of the regular Summer Games Fest, then yeah, I'll stream it. If it's part of the regular one, you know? So. Demon Slayer is 2019. Okay, yeah, so pretty new for the most part. Less than 10 years old, whereas Naruto's like, you know, decades old. 20 plus years old now at this point, right? More than 20 years old. Let's see here. Just don't fall asleep. Yeah, I remember I've fallen asleep during a couple different Summer Games Fests. I remember one Summer Games Fest I was watching back, like, I think it was like the first or second Summer Games Fest. I forgot exactly. It was before I was really streaming all the time, and I remember watching it in my living room, and I literally fell asleep. I think I fell asleep during Callisto Protocol. So the Summer Games Fest that had Callisto Protocol, so what was that, 2021 or 2020? 2021? That Summer Games Fest, I did fall asleep during that Summer Games Fest, yeah. There might have been another one, though. There might have been another one. So that was the funny thing. My son is getting angry in the background too. Did you eat a lot before then? Because that happens to me. No, I don't think I did. I just fell asleep because it was boring. Let's see. I wonder how many people would keep watching the stream if OJ straight up asleep during Summer Games Fest. I fell asleep during the Summer Games Fest, and I fell asleep during a Xbox event. So that's the thing too. Also, look at this review for Slash put up this review from GamesView for Mina the Hollower, and it says a retro-styled 8-bit action adventure There's a lot to like about Mina, the Hollower, if you don't mind a challenge, but unforgiving combat accessibility options that lock out achievements and lack of any guidance makes this more frustrating experience than it should be. They gave it a 7 out of 10, so they didn't like that. I think that might be some fair criticism for some of these players out there, you know? So that might be a thing. That might actually be a thing. Didn't you fall asleep during the Game Awards? I might have. I don't remember all the times that I've fallen asleep. There's definitely been a lot of times that I've fallen asleep during certain, or I've like started to doze off. So that's happened. That's happened to me too. Hey, what's up, S Browning? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? Big love. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Let's go. Hey, what's up, Zesty? Hey, big love. What's up, Zesty, man? Welcome to the stream. Okay. So, guys, my boy is having a little bit of issues, and my wife, she's not up to all the capacity to take care of him 100%. So I just got a message. I got to help her out because she's having a little bit of trouble with him. So we're gonna call it right here. Sorry that I couldn't go to full 3 hours, but of course I'll add on more time. We're missing about 20 minutes here, so I want to say thank you to everybody. Shout outs to Varkster in particular. And thank you to everybody that dropped donos today. Big Peck, everybody that came through. Thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate it. Gambit Zero, Big 1000. Shout outs to Justin, multiple donos today. Barkster, of course. Shout outs to you, man. Jimmy Mac, Party Man, Jeffrey Tucker with the big 25 opening thread. Uncario flipping the switch. You guys were all goated today. Casual Noob, Daniel, Party Man once again, Justin, Uncario, Kevin. Thank you guys so much. Philip. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for your support like always, man. Gotta take care of the boy though. He's kind of going off, and my wife definitely needs help. So we are going to wrap it up here. I will be back tomorrow, guys, for the Spawncast pre-show. I might skip out on this. Gosh, I don't know if I want to miss the Spawncast, bro. I'll see if I can make the Spawncast, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do all the hours of the Spawncast. I just want to be there for the gaming chat. So I might do like a small Spawncast pre-stream and then maybe like 1 hour of the Spawncast chat, just so, you know, I'm not, you know, because like I said, I need to help with the baby. So I want to say thank you guys so much, man, for everything. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for being awesome. Like I said, you guys are goated. You guys are the best. And we will see you guys for the next one. All right, guys? We'll see you guys for the next one. Thanks for coming out to the stream. You guys are goated, like I said, man. I'm going to hit you up, Barkster, on the Discord so we can get that Warframe thing going this upcoming week, all right? All right, guys. Love y'all so much. Take it easy. Thank you for the big JoJo Friday. Let's go and hit the combo breaker. And, of course, you guys know we're going to end it on the JoJo Friday. Let's go. Respect the pose. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, guys. Let's go. Appreciate that. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. See you guys for the next one. Peace out, homie.